He's performing on stage in front of thousands of people.
All right, who's doing the intro here? Hey, welcome to the Absolute Awesome Show. I'm doing the intro. My name's Josh, and normally Mike does this, but Mike supposedly has a crazy house. I don't know. We got special guests this week. Sorry you all had to skip a week with us last week. I know it was like, Thursday night. It's been 2 weeks since the last episode, and everyone's all, what are we going to do? It's the Absolute Awesome Show, blah, blah, blah. And, like, everyone gathered all their friends around, and then Mike sends out an email like, hey, we're going to do it next week. And everyone just, like, was super bummed out. And all across the country, people were just flipping out. And long story short, I know the state of the country went into a big depression because of that. But we're back, and we're going to get out of this, and we're going to pull through with our special guest who's here right now, Christy Darlington. You want to say hi?
Hi, Christy Bridget Darlington right here and ready for Sunday.
That's right. You look so 80s. You look so 80s.
And Cliff's here, of course, and Mike will be here, Christy, you were our second guest, right? Or third?
I was on early on. In fact, the last time I was on, I had my makeup done, and I was all dolled up, ready to go rock out at a show that very night.
I got to tell you, man, I think you look cooler like this.
This,
I think you look pretty good. I mean, you look young.
I'm getting old, so the eyebrows are thinning out, so I got to do a little brow pencil when I do my eye makeup, and then I get on stage, and it looks cool.
Hey, man, I got nothing on you. This is all natural, man. This is how I'll be at the show Saturday, too. I won't be making those faces. I'll be making different kind of faces, like mean faces.
Make a mean face.
It's got to be real. It's got to be...
Can I just say something about the eyebrow thing you just said? Like, so you're saying they're thinning out? Your eyebrows thin out?
Yeah, it's got a weird thin spot in each of them in the middle, so I got to make them look good. But
see, the older I get, the longer mine get.
Right, yeah. Today, Kelly went down to Cliff's house.
All the hair from my eyebrows, instead now it grows in my nose, so those nose hair clips.
Yeah, you always got to be, like, ripping it. I know, dude. I do that all the time. Drives me like crazy.
Hey, but make sure you trim my eyebrows, because I don't want to have, like, crazy old man eyebrows at this show on Sunday.
You don't want to look like Martin Scorsese. I understand.
Right, yeah, totally.
I'll trade some eyebrows.
Next time, I'm going to trim the eyebrows and save them in a little Ziploc baggie, and I'll mail them to you, and then you can plug them in there.
Yeah, you can be like George Costanza, and you can be like going like this on the top of your head, or make it look like you've got hair.
Hey, Cliffy, are you going to bring back some of those stage moves? You're doing the salute.
Yeah.
Salute to Strum, the arm windmills. Because Allison's the bomb. I'm expecting those choreographed windmills.
You're going to see me and Josh do all that stuff at the same time as always, just like the old days. It's automatic. Whenever we're playing, we don't want to get into what songs you're playing, but when we get into this one song, we have this automatic move where we just we both shift down at the same time and shift back up, and you'll see. It's cool. You'll feel like you're 26 again, man.
No clue what song you're talking about.
Y'all, okay, the last time I was on the show, I was like, we need to do a reunion tour, like bring back the year 2000 all over again. You were like, I don't know about that. And then like 2 weeks later, suddenly the show gets booked.
Yep.
And then like a month after that, it's like, okay, the Huntington's opening for Bottle Rocket. And I'm like, okay, are y'all back? Are y'all back for real? What's going on?
That's all we got. We got those two shows. We got one more show after that, and that's all we got booked right now.
There's rumblings of some stuff happening next year that are really cool, really, really kind of on the bigger side, and we're just, we're just kind of
There's no rush to do anything.
No, we're old enough, when we get to do things because we want to. We have an audience that has stuck around, which is amazing, and
y'all are a good band.
It's just like for us, we get along really well now. That's a good thing. All of us get along really well, and we're able to. We've had kids, and we've settled. We realize what's important and what's not. It's like our kids are old enough that we can go do an occasional show every once in a while, and we feel good about it. So yeah, that's really what's going on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm stoked about this. I love you guys.
I expect you to be right up front singing along.
Fast that or you can put some slow tunes in.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
No, it's like the old days. It's like we're trying to be the queers the whole time. Sorry, man.
yeah, we'll see. But
No, Joni's got problems.
Nope.
V has joined the call. Jason's are.
Oh, there, the Jasons made it. What's up, guys?
No. Oh, look, there's Darlington, man. Holy shit.
Wow.
What's going
Yeah,
on,
man.
dude?
So we got the three best bands that are playing Sunday. No offense to the other bands. Oops, that's
Yeah,
Boom.
this is one of the bands. This is the Jasons. Get it? You understand Jason Voorhees, the Jasons. So that's two of the guys right here. Christy, meet the Jason.
I guess I need to get my Freddy sweater ready. I mean, this is turning into.
No, man.
It's going from a tag match to I'm liking this. The Huntingtons have everyone outnumbered. Me and Brian were like, gosh, is this going to be a handicap match? And now the Jason's going to get in the ring and going to be doing some suplexing on Cliffy and putting people.
Yeah. No, we're kind of more like the manager that sits outside and throws some stuff in the dude's face and
Jimmy Cornette and the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
Well, that used to happen when we were the first time we toured Europe. We had people like throwing beer on us while we were playing, and we were like, it made me all super angry. I didn't realize that was something that they meant it in a positive way. But I was just like, oh my gosh, I got all pissed off and stuff. It was kind of
maybe they didn't mean it in a positive way, Cliff.
I know they didn't. Maybe they did.
Hey, Mike's back. What's up, Mike? How you doing?
I am back. And I'm excited to have guys in the show that are wearing hockey masks. I think that's
Dude, you should show them your legs.
I think I did. I think at least one of these dudes was on an after show early on when we first started doing this, and I think I exposed my lower region to them.
But you should do that now.
Yeah. You had to get that tattoo to make up for that Michael Myers song you wrote, man.
I know.
Hey, that's a good song.
Yeah, no, it's a good song, but he just, he's singing about the wrong slasher, man. You guys need to have a Jason song.
I mean, come on, who had more movies, Jason or Michael?
Freddie.
Boom.
Who had more good movies?
Yeah, where is Freddie?
I don't even know who had the most. Aren't they all like about the same? Sorry.
I mean, the only difference is, it's all Hollywood stuff, That's not even the actual fact is us too, but
who didn't have Rob Zombie direct a terrible sequel?
That's true.
Leatherface.
That is true.
I will say that there was even before there was any of this super bad guy meets this super bad guy movie or Godzilla and all this other stuff. Just when they kept doing them, I think I saw I don't know, 8 or something, and it was the same thing, and it was still really awesome. Then I saw it in the theater. So, and I remember a reviewer was lamenting on the fact that they couldn't believe that these movies were so popular because it was teenagers going to watch teenagers being killed. He said it was like horses sitting there watching I don't know, something. Where a horse dies. But anyway, it made sense at the time. It was. I didn't.
Horses going to a glue factory.
Boom.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, that would have been it. Yeah.
Wait, Cliffy, there was a little more to it than that. The teenagers in the movie, they'd be at Camp Crystal Lake, so the girls would have some bikini on, so all the guys would be looking at the girl in the bikini, or maybe the girls would be looking at the bikini too, and they'd all be like, ooh, bikini girl, and then got buff guy in swim trunks with no shirt. So there was some beefcake, kind of, sexualization stuff going on in those.
They
Right when
never
they have
sexualized
sex,
the
they
women
kill
in
them,
these movies. They always had out of shape boobs.
Yeah, they had normal dudes with really good-looking girls, so it's kind of inspirational, I'm an ugly dude, maybe I can get a good-looking girl.
If you go to camp, you get good girls, and then you die.
But yeah, you get killed, so it doesn't even matter.
Which movie was the one where the girl with the dark hair and the big boobs does it with her boyfriend in the woods, and then he goes off to get something, and then Jason comes in and
that was like every movie. That was like every one.
He put some clippers or something through her eyes.
I'm talking about Debbie. What's her name? Debbie?
Yeah, that was top 5 for sure.
The best
That was 5?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and he gets his head crushed on the tree and stuff.
Yeah, with the belt and the
Right.
stick.
Which movie was that?
Part 5.
That was number 5?
Yep. Best one.
Come on, man. Everyone knows that.
That's the one I saw in the theaters. Yep.
I just remember, like, on tour, I think we, like, borrowed one of Mike's, or no, I think Jen downloaded it or something. This is, like, towards the end of our touring days, back when we, when we were able to download stuff and we had a computer with us or whatever. And I think Jen had a copy of the Freddy versus Jason, like an illegal copy. And I just remember watching. I think that was the one where it was like he zipped the guys up in the couple up in the sleeping bag and just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're just like, "Are you kidding me? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen."
No, that doesn't happen in Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, it does. No, they do a parody scene. Yeah, they do.
No, that's Jason X.
Oh, yeah, that's Jason
And
X.
Jason
Yeah,
X,
you
they
see, yep.
do it, but it's actually a reference to part.
So then he's
7.
kind of like he's stronger than a normal human being then, huh?
Yeah, we work out.
Yeah.
Guys, to the Jason's guys, I just watched like a couple days ago a video of you guys on YouTube where, and I don't know how legit it was, if you really crashed it or not, but you did like a Misfits cover show, and and I don't even know how old it is. Maybe it's really old, but you played all Ramones songs and just sang Misfits with Ramones melodies. And just it probably
It
pissed
was
a
the
bunch of
largest
people
crowd
off.
of confused people I've ever seen.
Yeah, they were so confused. And some of them clapped, for like...
They honestly tried to sing along. They really did, but yeah, it just wasn't working out.
No.
Yeah.
But you know what? I thought it was unfair that the Ramones were not represented at that Misfits show. I was like, oh, so you can't have the Ramones now? It's Misfits only? Come on now.
Right.
Wait, I'm confused now.
I'll let them explain.
Go ahead.
Yo, so they were throwing like this benefit show at the local venue, and it was supposed to be all Misfit songs. Like everyone, there's like 10 bands. They all did like 3 or 4 Misfit songs, and like only about 2 bands actually did all 4. And what we did was we took Ramon songs. We did Blitzkrieg Bop was Return of the Fly, and then Kill That Girl turned out to be shit. What the fuck?
Well, basically what we did was we took the lyrics to the Misfit songs, but everyone just played Ramon songs, and I just tried to sing them wherever I could.
Yeah.
Because the Ramones weren't represented, and that wasn't fair, man. It wasn't fair one bit.
Well, it makes me wonder why you didn't just start doing Metallica, because Metallica wasn't represented. How about the Rolling Stones? How about the Dead Boys?
But they're not the greatest band of all time, man.
Yeah.
Well, Kiss is the best band of all time. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, wait.
All right, Jason. Thanks for joining the show.
Seriously though, there are 3 bands. There are 3 bands that are the best bands of all time. To me, they're all equal, and that is AC/DC, Kiss, and the Ramones. Those 3 are my absolute 3 favorite bands, and especially AC/DC and the Ramones are great because they never really went off their style. They kept to the same thing pretty much their whole career. Kiss, obviously, whatever. But I like all. The only Kiss album that I pretend doesn't exist is that one where they were trying to be grunge. But I love all the other ones.
We love
Carnival of Souls. You don't like that?
No. It's like no. They never made an album called Carnival of something. They never
Crazy
made that.
Nights is the best
No,
Kiss.
there's one really good song saying that album.
They need to get rid of all those crappy Gene Simmons songs. He's
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There are a lot of really bad Gene Simmons songs, but like what's funny is
There's
then
really
they come
bad
out.
Paul fucking Stanley songs too.
Well, yeah, there are, but then you get an album like Crazy Nights, and it's like Gene Simmons songs are the best songs on that album, which is quite so no, all this stuff, and it's like that's good.
You know what? Paul Stanley is the best songwriter. That guy can write amazing songs. When I was younger, I was like, oh man, his makeup's the crappiest. I don't like him. But as I get older, I'm like, yeah, he is the one who knows how to write songs. He's got the best voice. He looks great.
He's deaf in one ear, right?
Yeah, but the shame is that he sounds so terrible now. He lost his voice, and like the last 2 albums, he hasn't sounded good. But
He's like 70 years old. You're gonna lose your voice when you're 70.
yeah, but then you've got to stop trying to sing like this.
He still does do a pretty decent job.
No, but all he's got to do, all he would have to do now is go back to songs like Strutter, which would be perfect for his voice now, because he's not trying to, but he keeps trying to do that, and his voice can't handle it. So
now, instead of singing Strutter, he has to sing Walks Around with a kind of a limp because he has a plastic hipper, but that doesn't fit into the song title as well.
You tried way too hard to make that funny.
That was the best one I've done all night. Boom!
You fucking stop.
where are you guys from?
We're from New Jersey. I mean, Crystal Lake, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that where Snooki's from? And Snooki and
Well, that's Northern Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, why else would we have these accents if we weren't from Jersey, right?
Are you guys like overly tan?
No, we don't get out of there's too many trees where we live, man.
Yeah, and like leather jackets, you can't really tan through those.
Yeah. That's cool. Are you guys gonna play in your leather jackets in the outside heat of Baltimore next week, this Sunday?
Is it outside?
It is. It's outside. Where it's like a music festival, man.
It's inside,
gonna be.
but
It's outside. There's just a tent over us.
it's not a tent, man. It's inside a building, but there's no doors. It's like there's open doors. It's like
That kind of sounds like it's a cornerstone, like it's a tent.
That's cool.
What is it? A pavilion? Is it a pavilion?
I don't know, man. I've never been there. I don't think
Why are you talking like you know it?
You're just making stuff up, aren't you?
I answered the question. We never play without the jacket.
Yeah, we've got to wear the jackets. That's part of our gimmick. And if the gimmick falls apart, we ain't got no music to support it, man.
Yes.
I like these
You guys are a good guest, man. I like this.
They're good. Yeah. Hey, who you got 4 guys in the band, right? Where's the other guys?
They live 4 hours away on another side of Jersey.
Yeah.
Of Jersey.
4 hours on another side of Jersey.
It's 4 hours if you walk with your mask.
It's the other side of Crystal Lake, I guess.
Yeah.
The thing is though, they walk here to practice, but they get here like that. Boom.
Governor Chris Christie in the election.
Well, let me ask you guys this, because I asked. Are one of you guys the same guy that was on here with us last time?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so the other guy, was it hard for you to learn how to play with the mask on where you don't have any peripheral vision? And when you're playing guitar, you use a lot of peripheral vision. So do you find yourself messing up a lot?
Well, I mess up a lot, but I don't blame the mask for that. It's actually, I don't have as much of an issue with it as like the rest of the members in the band talk about it. But I mean, I look at my fretboard from time to time. But I don't know. I'm the bass player, so.
I would like fall apart if I was up there with a mask and I had no peripheral vision. I don't know how you guys do it. Kudos to you for doing that, man.
Well, that's right. We have to build it into like our gimmick. Like, yeah, the Jason Suck is kind of like what we tell people, because when we're wearing masks, it really is kind of true. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's gonna muffle your voice too. So.
Yeah.
Do you guys like wrestling?
I like wrestling. I like old, like 1980s wrestling with Kamala.
Yeah, I don't really watch the newer stuff, but.
Like Devastation Incorporated with the Missing Link and Kamala, and then you got Gentleman Chris Adams, and they're always battling the Four Horsemen and the Von Erichs, Mid-South NWA style.
Do you guys know it from before then, when it was like Rocky Johnson and Jimmy Superfly Snuka before he killed his wife and all that stuff?
Rocky Johnson, I think you're The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, that's modern.
No, dude, Rocky Johnson. Rocky Johnson is The Rock's dad.
I was more the NWODX generation and all that. Like I was past all that, but
yeah, this was just regular WWF.
Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Yeah. How about Ivan Putski? You remember that guy? He was tough.
Oh, yeah. Ivan Putski.
This was back when Dusty Rhodes was a real wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Hulk, but the Hulk Hulk Hogan did not have hair even then.
No, he's always been bald.
Dude, it's amazing how many of my heroes growing up were just totally bald, and that was okay. Now
that's your biggest fear.
Yeah, man. But I mean, because back in those days, if you could be bald and be a total hero, Now you don't got one bald person on TV unless you watch a rerun of Star Trek. And I'm
Jason
like,
Statham. He's bald.
oh man, well he doesn't.
Bald guys are popular now, but back then you didn't have to shave your whole head. You could be bald and still have some hair, like Phil Collins in the 80s.
Nowadays,
He
it's
had
bald.
the mullet, the bald mullet, and yet he was still like a sex symbol. But now you can't have that haircut or you'll get laughed at. You have to shave it all off.
Yeah.
And
And
I would think that shaving your whole head like that all the time to the skin takes a lot of maintenance.
yeah.
Wait, Macho Man had the same hairstyle as Hulk?
Macho Man was bald on top. Yeah, right, guys.
Oh man, Randy Savage.
Yeah. He just had that. He just had the bandana on the kid, covering it up all the time.
Yeah.
Brian.
Ready to
What's up?
correct
Who's here?
everybody.
Hey, it's the promoter guy.
We need Brian to do a wrestling style promo about the show.
You
Yeah,
guys
do it,
are
dude.
Wrong about that. Macho Man's hair, he had 45 more hairs than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he did. He did. Every once in a while, you would see him, and it would be these little thin strands that were up there. That were You would.
He
see
definitely had more than Hogan did.
Did he have that island that like some dudes get? Like they're bald everywhere, but then they have like this little island of hair right here.
Probably.
Like,
That'd be like Joe Cocker. Like Joe Cocker, right?
Yeah, Cocker had it. He did have it.
Oh, yeah.
The enforcer, Arn Anderson, had that hairstyle.
Oh man. Yeah, he was one of the
I
four.
like these Jason's guys. They're funny.
I know. Hey, do you guys know why the Eric brothers all killed themselves?
The
No.
Von Erichs.
Van
They
Eriks, yeah.
didn't all kill themselves. Kevin's still alive.
Is he?
I
Yeah.
thought one
Well,
died.
like two or three of them killed themselves, right?
One of them died from
two of them
drugs.
killed
Only
themselves.
2 of them killed themselves.
But what kind of family do you have when two of you kill yourself?
I don't know, man. We got the kind of family where we just kill other people, so yeah.
Awesome.
Brian, what's going to be the big finishing move of the show? The code breaker or what? Who's going down? Someone's gotta
CBD,
be-
what's up, dude? It's the stunner, man. The Stone Cold Stunner.
So Cliffy's got to get put in the sharpshooter.
We'll put him in the sharpshooter.
Yeah. No.
The last time I saw Brian, the bouncer wanted to destroy me because we were joking about putting each other in the sharpshooter.
What's a sharpshooter?
I don't know what this means. I don't think I'm just gonna hang out with the Jasons at the show and we're just gonna kill everybody. How about that?
He was taking the wrestling a little bit too seriously.
We'll let everyone wrestle, and then we'll do the whole spear through 2 people at one time kind of thing. You know?
Oh yeah.
Brian's doing the Tom Giachero tonight, walking around the room, knocking stuff
Well,
over.
right then, though, it actually sounded like Jason going to kill somebody right there.
It did. I was a little nervous there because the Jason's
like- it
guys
was
were
like,
moving,
what's that?
they were shifting a bit, and then there was that noise, and I was.
I started expecting to hear like, you know, and all that stuff, man.
We
Oh,
told
that's
you.
Halloween. That's Halloween.
When Jason was going to kill him, do that. Kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
I kept telling him to kill now.
That is cricket.
So, what were the Jason movies called? I forget. It's been so long since I saw them.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Friday 13th, right?
Oh, I
and
thought
then-
you were joking.
And then,
He should have been. He should have been joking, but he was completely.
and then Nightmare. Dude, I'm 45 years old. I was 15 when I saw it.
You're not
That-
45
that-
years old.
I am 45 years old. I'll be 46.
Not
in
an
the-
excuse. That builds the case for why you should know it because you were old.
It's like forgetting what country it is.
When it's been 30 years since
We
you
can
saw
forgive
it.
Brian. Brian was like minus 12 when those movies came out.
I know.
We
But
can forgive
I
him,
don't. I don't have Jason on my skin. I have my wife on my skin, and I got my band on my skin. I do not have Jason on my skin, so I don't remember those things.
I don't have
Plus,
Jason on my skin. It's just in my soul.
I gotta say, like, it's kind of fitting though that we're at episode 13 and we have the Jasons on right now.
That's
That-
right.
It was 13 the
I
last
don't know
time
how
you
it
saw
worked, but it worked.
Yep. Perfect.
So, Mikey, what's the set for the Huntingtons going to be like? Are you going to play Crackhead? Are you going to play Annie's Anorexic? Or
We're gonna play Sugar Fix, and let's see.
Are you going to play Avi as a vampire? Or
We're gonna play Boobs, Boobs, Boobs. That's in the set.
Electrocute Me. Play that
what
one.
about Pencil Neck?
Why would I give away what our set's gonna be when there's like 1.5 million people watching the show? That doesn't make any sense.
Bones covers.
Tease. You know, Stinky's all grown up.
He is
Well,
all
I
in.
think let's put it to you this way. You'll probably know all the songs, Chris.
High School Rock.
In its
And-
entirety. I have a question, man, and it's the perfect time to ask it because we got Christy on here and the Huntingtons. How come you guys, the Huntingtons, like didn't play Jackie is an Atheist for so long? Like, or was that a thing that you consciously didn't want to do, and then
No,
Just-
No, we played it for a while.
it just didn't rock as much live as the other songs.
I never saw it, but I met Jackie at the show. She was
Yeah,
she
she's
was
really nice. We love her.
bigger and she was shorter than me.
Yep.
Yeah,
The-
Avi really did look. He kind of looked like Jerry only with, but his hair instead of devil lock, it was spiked straight up.
You
Oh,
you
wow.
got to meet him?
Yeah, in Lancaster, the first time I met you.
Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah. Well, look, look. Here's the answer to that. All of our live songs were chosen based on what made us feel. Well, they were never chosen based on what was popular or what the audience really wanted to hear. It was based on what made us feel like it was just pushing and rocking and had a good certain feel that made us want to, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you know what? Annie's Anorexic is a really powerful song. So is Joni's Got Problems, Poster Kids, and even, you know what would Joey do? And
I love that song, man.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And we don't play any of those songs you just mentioned. We never
Hooray
have.
for You, Hooray for You is a great song. Those
It
are
is.
all.
I love Hooray for You. That's like my favorite song, to be honest. Not even
Yep.
lying.
But see, you got to realize that the album before that, on High School Rock, we had what's it called? Aloha It's You, and
How can I miss you if you won't go away?
and Aloha It's You was like the precursor to those other ballads. And Aloha It's You, we actually played Hooray for You a bunch live, but it didn't have that same real big push that Hooray for You did. So we always tended to go back to Hooray for You live to kind of make that feel.
And we'll put some songs down for this
We
translate.
also played Samantha Doesn't Want Me a bunch live for a while. That was that went off really well. We played I Don't Want It to End This Way. We used to play that a lot live.
Sometimes songs sound good in the studio, but then they don't really translate live, so I can understand that. But that still, every time I listen to them, I'm like, I wish I could hear him play it live because I never did. I'd only gotten to hear y'all play.
The thing is, no one has ever heard us play those songs live. You're not the only one, buddy.
Some songs people laugh when you perform, and I'm like, that song only got performed once ever, and that was in the recording studio. And so it's like really weird to try to like learn it to perform live because it.
Well,
has
Annie, that wouldn't be difficult because that's a 3-chord song, so that wouldn't be hard. But it's just like, on High School Rock, there's a tons of songs on there that we never played live. What's that one?
Stevie's all grown up.
Yeah, we never played that, but
Think-
and we never played Avi either, and we haven't played there's another
Avi's-
song that's a really, really good song on that album that we never play.
How Can I Miss You If You Won't Go Away is
No,
really
we
good.
played that. That's a good one. We play that a bunch.
1985,
No, we always used to play that too.
High School Rock and Roll.
No, keep going.
Jeannie Hates the Ramones.
No, we always play. I don't know if we've ever played a show where we did not play that.
I know, I'm just being silly.
Right before I Want to Be Alone.
Fast song.
Let me see. What's the song? High School Rock. Where are you? H. There it
The only
is.
thing we need to do, if you really want us to play, all we need to do is just get together and practice sometime, like maybe Saturday. I don't know. You guys?
Yeah, but Josh doesn't really like to
I'm
play
free
it.
Saturday.
The
I'm
song
free
I
on
was just
Saturday
talking
around
about is
noon.
When I Think About Her.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
Think About Her is a great song. It's a totally cool song, and we have never played that song live.
Hey, Cliffy, I have a great idea. You know how Face to Face is doing their triple crown shows where they play 3 albums on 3 nights in their entirety?
No.
There you go.
He doesn't know about that, but I know about that, and I don't know. What do you think about that? Good.
No.
No, I want to hear what Christy thinks about that.
We
Go ahead.
couldn't even do that with a Ramones album. Every other band, what does every band do? They go and remake an entire Ramones album from start to finish. What do? We say, screw that. We pick all of our favorites and just record those. And that makes it in its own. That's its own thing.
I can't tell you how many times I've pretended to be air guitaring and playing live to all those songs I love off Get Lost and High School Rock in my bedroom, thinking maybe one day I'll just have to start playing them.
Dude, that would be cool. You should. And you know the funny thing else about our File Letter Ramones album? Our File Letter Ramones album is better than any other band's attempt at doing a Ramones album. Yeah. Screeching Weasel one comes the closest, but ours is the best.
Mike's scratching his head over there. I see him down there.
I mean, it's not that I don't agree. It's just that I wouldn't have said that. Cliff, what you just said, what Cliff said it. I agree with it, but Cliff said it.
Right. But you listen, like I listened to just the other day. I listened to MTX, their version of Road to Ruin, and it's like, all right, but it's like the vocals are quiet and the guitar is too loud, and it doesn't even come close to being as good as the real thing. Our album comes close to the real thing.
All right, Josh, remember that list we were making of potential future guests for the AA show? Right. Cross MTX off that list.
No, because see, MTX has made one of the best pop punk albums of all time. Love Is Dead is one of the unadulterated best pop punk albums ever made. So I can sit there and say that about them, even though a year later they were doing a really bad job at doing a Ramones. So
let me make a couple statements. Dr. Frank is now losing his hair at
Macho Man.
But number two, he told me they never had more than $1,000 budget to do an album. So taking that into context, Love Is Dead is pretty damn good for that budget, For the sound. And then number three, why listen to a Ramones cover album when you can just listen to the Ramones?
But
like going to a tribute band when like there's AC/DC tribute bands everywhere, but you can just go see AC/DC.
Well, that's true, but you can listen to File Under Ramones, and it's a totally different vibe while still keeping the right vibe. It's very awesome.
Get Lost or High School Rock than File Under Ramones.
Hey, that's your loss, buddy.
I agree with that. I would rather listen to those albums than File Under Ramones. I would rather listen to
I'll put on Leave Home or something and just rock it,
Yeah.
Question.
But then you wouldn't get a mix of all the albums with all the same production values, and you wouldn't have the Huntingtons doing it. I like to listen to File Under Ramones because I can sit there and it's myself. I'm listening to myself being awesome, so I like it.
I like listening to it because I like to hear you being awesome. Actually,
there you go.
Same thing, And Mike and CJ and what's his name, Mikey.
Not to go off the Ramones topic, but the question I think that all the fans want to know while they're watching the show is how many of the songs that are on the Darlington-Huntington split are actually going to be performed this Sunday?
I'll play whatever anyone asks me to play.
The only songs that we played in that split are songs that Christy plays.
Dude, I want to jump up and take Brian Midway's guitar and play Theo, except it's just going to be you, right? No,
Man,
Brian.
that's a good song, dude.
Why don't you
have Brian's band learn your songs, and then you can have a whole band live?
Because it's just not going to be up to par quality. It's some last-minute thing like that. I mean,
well, Brian's a good player. He's your second guitar player. He probably knows all your songs. His bassist is like 50 years old, so he probably can learn your songs in like 2 seconds. I don't know.
I'm hopping up on stage and playing Pajama Party with him. He just doesn't know it yet.
All right, there you go.
So I love the song "It's Always Christmas at My House."
That's a good song.
Christmas songs ever. I love Christmas songs, and I've written my own originals. So that is in my mix year-round. It's always time to listen to songs. I love that tune so much, and I love the split version of. Am I drawing a blank? The first song. The version you can get now digitally.
Well, you can get the whole split digitally now. It's all on Punk Sounds.
Well, no, y'all redid that song though.
Yeah, we did it. We put it on Songs in the Key of You.
Songs in the Key of You. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that song called, Mike?
There's something different about it.
Too Late.
Oh yeah, Too Late. That's a good song. Yeah. Well, the difference is the fact that anytime you record a song for the first time, there's a certain hunger there that can never be recaptured again, no matter how many.
It's a little bit slower. It has a little bit looser feel to me that I like.
Yeah. It's cool.
Look, all I care about, the only reason I'm really going to this show is, well, two reasons. One, Brian already paid me. And two, I really want to see you play Super Spaz, even if it's by yourself, man. You're going to play that song. If not, I'm not coming. Sorry.
Is that the We Can Watch Professor Julius Sumner Miller?
Yes.
All of Professor Julius Sumner Miller's stuff is on YouTube. It's genius.
Right.
Yeah,
so
you got to play that. Yeah.
It's fun, and as I told Cliffy before the show, I will be raffling off the guitar I play. It is this guitar right here, which is a very rare Daisy Rock guitar with
Show the headstock. Show the headstock.
With mini humbuckers, and it's a really cool guitar. It's a sparkly organic sparkly.
Right, got it.
It's a CD and a sticker, and then one person, lucky winner, will get a guitar for $10.
Right on. Hey, go ahead and say that all again because Brian was being all rude and sipping on his sippy the whole time, and it was super loud. I couldn't hardly hear you.
It's mostly the crickets, man. But the crickets, I get it. But whatever.
What's the show the headstock again? Let me see what the headstock looks
The
like.
headstock's way up by the ceiling. I have it hang on a thing. The important
It's all
part
right. Just you're standing there. It's your house. Stand up and put it up there. Come on, man.
Got it plugged in. Whatever. The Jasons are falling asleep here, man. Come on.
There it is. Where is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Daisy Rock. Okay.
you got to taste it.
Every time Brian comes on the screen and he's got those crickets chirping, I so want to see one of the masks like just sort of in the background, like creeping up behind him, and
That's
just
where,
like
dude. That's where the other
taking him out.
See, whenever time I hear those crickets, I suddenly think my brother's going to be in the room talking.
That's funny.
Someone needs to show up at the show dressed as Freddy and start crap with the Jasons, and maybe someone can get suplexed or choke slammed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got choke slammed at a show by a girl once.
You got chokeslammed by a girl?
Yeah, the tour before, she had speared me like Edge, and I thought I'd broken my shoulders because I didn't want to mosh with her. And then, so
At least it was Edge and not Goldberg.
in between tours, I made fun of her and called her Ray Lewis and called her the linebacker, and she got really mad. So then the next time I was in Cleveland, she came up by me, and there were little steps leading up to the stage. The stage was waist high, and she elbowed me, and I turned around, and both hands around my neck, choke slammed me on the metal steps. I was stunned. She could have pinned me for a 3 count. I was in shock, and it hurt, frankly, and everyone was laughing, and I was like, wow, choke slams aren't fun.
At our first show in Cleveland, at our very first show, like, couple songs in, 2 guys broke out in a fight. Cleveland's a tough place. Like, these guys were fighting, and we stopped because, you know, we're like, oh, we hope this guy doesn't get hurt before we get to kill him. And the guy looks up. He's like this, and they both look up, and one of them yells, "Don't stop playing." And then they went back to fighting. And we were like, man, this is too tough for even the Jasons up here in Cleveland, man.
They were literally fighting, like fist fighting while you were playing?
It was like 2 guys beating up one drunk dude.
Yeah.
So, like,
It felt very punk rock, but,
yeah.
you know, it was dangerous. It felt dangerous.
Nah, I loved it.
I would.
So bass player Jason, is that your real hair?
Yes.
Wow.
He's a
With
ginger.
with the mask, it kind of looks like doll hair, so I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I get accused of wearing wig all the time.
Dread.
There's a big thing on Facebook that I wear a wig.
It's
and,
a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, because what I used to do,
Yeah.
I used to like have this part of my hair is a lot longer than the bottom part of my hair because I used to shave it. And so like this girl thought that I wore a wig because whenever I would leave my top hair down, you couldn't tell that I would shave the bottoms. And then like I made
undercut?
posted about that.
An undercut?
Yeah.
The Jason Newsted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it? Boom! Jason, you know. Never
Now,
mind.
don't y'all wish he was? Don't y'all wish he was still in Metallica and that it was still like
Yep.
like they could go back in time and put the bass back in that one album for real, and then just keep building on that. You what? Well, but you can't wish Cliff Burton was still in the band because he's dead. So you can wish he wasn't dead and then he'd still be in the band. Okay.
Yeah, but Jason Newsted.
Jason Newsted was kicked out. Well, they didn't kick him out. They just treated him like crap for so long that he finally left. And then he went and joined Voivod, and then he just kept doing this and that. And then he put out a really cool album like last year.
No, he was in Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yeah, before that, right, on the first album. Dude, for those first 3 Flotsam and Jetsam albums are fantastic.
Doomsday for the Deceiver is great.
Yep, it is, absolutely.
It's not good.
No.
Now, their second one, too. Man, my goodness. No Place for Disgrace is amazing from start to finish. And then the album after that, I forget what it's called right now for whatever reason, but that was like the last really, really super good album. I have all their stuff, but it's only those first 3 that I really, really love.
You know what kept that band back? I really believe that the high pitch of their singers' vocals, you know, like it was at the time when the sound was switching, like people didn't want those high vocals, otherwise they would have been one of the big thrash bands. No doubt.
Come on, Joey Belladonna of Anthrax. He had great high-pitched vocals.
Sure.
And the old Anthrax is great. And before Cotton Amash, like Fistful of Metal Anthrax with that great album cover.
Yeah, but Fistful of Metal wasn't Joey singing. That was Neil Turbin.
What's that?
Neil Turbin. Neil Turbin. That's
What
right.
about when Charlie Benante switched to singing?
I don't know about that. He's the drummer.
When Joey left, he switched from drums to vocals.
No, when Joey left, they got that other guy.
John Bush. He was
Yeah,
horrible.
John Bush. Yeah, they got him.
Charlie switched from drums to vocals.
Well, he did a couple rap songs. That was it. He did like Caught in the Mosh and stuff like that. No, not Caught in the Mosh. He did, what was it?
I'm the Man.
Yeah, I'm the Man. That's right. I'm the Man.
That big crossover hit.
Yep. But you know, but get back to Flotsam and Jetsam, man. What they would have never gone anywhere. They would not have gone and got better record deals and got MCA distribution and all that kind of stuff if Jason would not have left the band and joined Metallica. That's why the big major labels wanted them, because they were like, we can advertise this like crazy as the bass players now in Metallica, and they did that. They really pushed that. They gave them a good budget for that first album, No Place for Disgrace, or not that one. No Place for Disgrace for MCA, and then Elektra. I'm sorry.
Isn't that how the Misfits got popular? Because Metallica was wearing Misfits T-shirts and covered Green Hell and The Last Caress.
But
and
I will say the Metallica versions of the Metallica version of those songs are so good. They're so much better than the originals because they're in tune, but they still sound all raggedy. But I just can't take the Misfits because they just sound so terrible. They're so out of tune all the time. I just don't like it. What?
This guy likes Iron Maiden's original singer.
Ooh!
Paul Dano, man.
Dude, he's awful.
So bad.
No. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, Iron Maiden did not exist, and the only Iron Maiden is when Bruce Dickinson is the singer. Whether it's before or after him, they do not exist unless he's the singer.
Oh, Blaze Bailey was a good singer. Come on, man.
He was terrible. He was just awful.
He had soul.
They should have got Michael from Barron Cross to be their singer, and then they would have sounded like the same band. But just
hey, Cliff, let me try and do some hosting duty. Oh, Mike's back. Okay. But anyway, Mike was out posting the link. So there's a little bit of a delay. So anyway, when people are watching this, they're going to see that Mike's gone right now, and but
they won't see that he's gone by the time you're saying that.
Right, you're right. I know it's the future, and I know. But anyway, so the link's out there. So people, if you're watching, you want to join. Mike's got the link posted all over the internet world. Right, Mike?
Bo, it's really awesome.
Yeah,
you're saying that to the people that already know it's there because they're watching.
Well, yes, but the problem is the feedback I'm getting is why does Cliff keep talking about these bands that don't matter? I keep posting the link, and they're like, I'm not joining because Cliff's talking about blah 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 blah. And so
because they're Jersey boys who understand. That's all I gotta say. They understand.
You still think they're from New Jersey, huh?
Well, what are you trying to say?
Right there, New Jersey Jackals. Come on.
Yeah, we just got done eating Taylor ham sandwiches. What you talking about?
Delicious.
I know they're not from Jersey because I actually like these guys. They're funny, but I'm not a fan of Jersey.
I'm guessing they're from Kentucky.
If you guys get bored and you want to go slash some people, why don't you go slash the New York Mets in New Jersey?
No, man, there's only one baseball team we care about, man. We care about the New Jersey Jackals, minor league team in Yogi Berra Stadium. Boom, greatest team of all time.
Hey, I have a question for you guys. Backstage at this show, backstage, are you guys going to take your masks off so we can hang out and be like real dudes?
No backstage.
We are real dudes.
Yeah, we're real dudes, man.
Yo, dude, we don't even take these masks off the shit. Like, yo, because that's your personal time, you know? No one's going to see you there.
So like, you're at home with your moms, and she's all like, here's your graham crackers and milk, and you're like, I'll just take it through the strainer.
Yeah, you remember those cookie straws that you drink the milk through and it would like get soggy and shit? Like we just kind of feed them through the holes.
Yeah. Hey, do we have Mom here? We were talking about people going bald. We threw our mother's head out in the mosh pit so many times that it's bald now. It looks like Hulk Hogan.
It really does.
Hey,
she's all the way out in the trunk. I don't want to walk all the way.
Who's the lady that played his mom in the first couple episodes? In the first episode, she had no idea that it was her son, and the second episode, it came out at the very end that she knew it was her son. But who was that lady? Didn't he kill her at the end of that or something?
Betsy Palmer, you mean?
Yeah, is that her name?
He's talking about her. He's talking about a series.
I don't know.
What are you talking about, Cliff?
Maybe am I mixing it up with Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're mixing it up.
Definitely not talking about their movie.
Jason? No, I remember her because she was in Friday the 13th. She was the lady that ran the camp.
No. Hey. Stop. In the first movie, Jason wasn't in the first movie until the very, 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 very end. The entire first movie was Jason's mom doing all the killing because she was pissed off that the counselors had neglected watching her son and they let him drown while they were having.
Oh yeah.
Now we're on the same page. All right.
I remember that. Oh, dude, did you guys ever see that movie? There was a movie where there was like somebody that was killing people. It was just like all those, right? And it was at a camp. I think it was called.
Good at music, bad at movies.
I think it was called like Camp, and there was some name after the camp, but that was the name of the movie. But at the end, you find out, and you think this girl is a girl, and she's this young, sweet girl with long hair, and then at the end, like you find out it was really a boy, and her junk is hanging out, and she like kills them. What movie was that?
Sleepaway Camp.
What's it called?
I think it was called Sorority Boys.
No. What's that movie called? It was freaky. It was like really, really good.
It's called Sleepaway Camp, and we have a song about it, man, because
You fell in love with Angela.
I'm in love. It's not true, man. That was a movie, but that girl really exists, and I love her, and we're going to get married one day.
And she really has a dick.
But hey, you know what the craziest scene of that to me was when the hot water, that boiling water, went on that kid. Or no, it was like the cook or whatever it was, but I don't remember. But man, that was a good movie, dude. And at the end, when they all slow motion, it was like
deep fried.
Right, Jasons were a tag team and shit. I mean, this.
So, Mike, have you ever seen this movie, Sleepaway Camp?
No, I'm just really enjoying your recounting of your memories of them, of the movies. Because what I get from is, man, there was this guy, and he was doing this thing, and then this other thing happened, and it was so awesome. My gosh, I don't remember, but it was so good. Like,
yeah, but they knew what movie I was talking about.
Yeah, man, we're on
they're the Jasons, man. They're gonna know that.
Okay, well, now you can go watch Sleepaway Camp because Mike, it's up your alley. You would really like it, for real. It's really well done. It's very cool.
Alright, so Mike likes chicks with dicks. Alright.
I want to see this Sorority Boys movie.
That wasn't really the alley I meant.
No. Sorority Boys is a really bad comedy. Like, don't waste.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
From Sorority Boys had the guy from one of the guys from Seventh Heaven in it, and anyone from that show does anything, it's worth one laugh at least.
It
Was
Have you
Jennifer,
ever
was,
watched Ted
was
Bates?
Jennifer Love Hewitt on Seventh Heaven?
No.
Tails in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Halloween.
There is an awesome dildo fight in that movie, though.
So, who's the newbie? We got someone popped up on the screen here. Frank.
Hey, Frank!
What's going on, guys?
Hey, buddy.
All the way from New York, man.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Are you coming to the big show?
I'm not gonna make it this weekend. I'm probably gonna go to the one.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm going to the one in September.
Yeah. That's cool.
The one in October, you mean?
October 3rd.
I'm gonna go to that one, but I think I'm probably gonna make the drive for the one in September with Bottle Rocket.
You're gonna come down on a weeknight, but you won't come see us on a weekend? Are you crazy?
Yo,
Check it out.
did you just say Huntingtons are playing with Bottle Rocket?
We will be there. We want to buy tickets right now.
Where's that at?
It's at like a sidebar with like where 5 people can fit in.
Stop.
Baltimore?
Look, Cliff's relaying of information about our show is about as equal in detail as his relaying of information about movies that he saw 15 years ago. Okay, so the show in September is on the 17th. It's at the Auto Bar.
That's right. It is a bigger place. That's a place. Lizzie Borden played there recently. Yeah.
And he reverts right back to these terrible bands. Okay.
That's a great band. Lizzie Borden was a great band.
Yes.
I remember the Auto Bar in the year in 2004. It seemed kind of small for.
Wait, Christy, you and I. Well, we played Huntington's Darlington played the Auto Bar on our tour together. However, that was the old Auto Bar, which was.
Same one in 05. It was the same location. Did they move since then?
Okay, yep. when you and I played, or when Huntington's and
Darlington
Darlington
played, the Hellcats.
It was basically in a townhouse living room. It was like 50 people could fit in there.
Yeah, well, and when I played there in 04, it was in the same location, and it was still really small. That's when I met.
The capacity now is somewhere around 500, if I'm not mistaken.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
We played at the Sidebar Tavern, and that place was punk as shit.
Cantina, Cliffy says the Fishhead Cantina has a pavilion.
Yeah, Brian can clue you in. Brian's played there before. He can clue you in on that.
Brian says yes, I got it right. Yeah, so you can bring your lunch. There's probably going to be a couple picnic tables, man. It'll be a good time, dude.
Dude, I don't even know if I'm going to make it on Sunday. See, you guys are freaking me out because there's 2 Jason guys there, and there's 2 guys right here outside of my window that are both wearing masks. Creeping me out, dude.
Maybe it's because you live in Baltimore.
El Torito's coming to get you.
Wow.
Watches wrestling, apparently. But so Sunday, hopefully Brian will be able to scoop me from the airport so I don't have to take an Uber. And it's like 5 minutes away from the airport, and I'll roll up, and we're going to relive the year 2000.
Nice.
The year 2000.
Man.
That's a good song. The year 2000.
Who sang that? Like
It was on
Poison
Saturday Night Live,
or
wasn't it?
I mean, what are we going to talk about now?
I think it was on Saturday Night Live.
Man, you know.
I know it's
Yeah.
one of your favorite songs. Frank, by the way, I wasn't talking about you when I was talking about Jersey. I know Staten Island's kind of near New Jersey, but I don't mind. I don't mind Staten Island, and I do mind some things in
Hey
New York.
Frank, I stayed in Staten Island once on tour back in 1998 and met Rudy Giuliani at a diner there.
Oh, really? Did you play on Staten Island, or you just stayed here?
No, I played at this lesbian bar called the Meow Mix, and these gals
Oh, yeah.
from college, one of them, she was like, my folks are gone. We can just stay at my house in Staten Island. Her name was Farah, and it was like her house totally looked like Goodfellas sort of house. And then with the decor, and then the next morning I was into eating at diners. I was like, let's go to a diner, and she's like, there's one around the corner, and we go there, and there's all these security detail guys there with suits, and there was Rudy in the corner, and I was like, I want to go talk to him, and everyone's like, no, don't do that, and me and Farrah went and talked to him, and he wished us luck on the tour. We signed my flight. dashboard of the band, and he's actually, you know, just I don't necessarily agree with all his politics, but he was a really nice guy. I mean, he could dismiss the tattooed weirdo rocking the security guys take me away, but he sat there and talked to me for like 10 minutes. So that was, you know,
That's pretty cool.
I give him some props for that. I was like, that's, you know, it showed me something about the guy. You know?
Nice. Hey Frank, how far are you from that ferry?
Oh, from the Staten Island ferry, like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everything on Staten Island's pretty small. Like, without traffic, you get from one side to the other in 30 minutes.
Mike, didn't we play in Staten Island one time?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we talked about
That was that weird show that was like...
we play with Frank, man.
Yeah, but Cliff wasn't in the band then.
No, but I'm talking about with me. I remember we played... It was like it was just like it was like not a real venue. I don't know. Mike, did we ever play Staten Island when I was in the band?
You are so consistent tonight, Cliff. Like,
Was it Long Island?
if I can say anything about it, it's the consistency is just. Bob.
It was like carpet, and there wasn't a stage, and.
Do you know how many venues we played where there weren't stages and where there was some kind of carpet around? I mean,
but
like,
not in New York.
Hey, you guys remember the
New
last
York? We
show?
played the Continental. We played.
Staten Island is New York, though.
And we played. Right. What I'm saying is, we didn't play a show like that in New York. Every time we played in New York, it was a real stage. It was a real club. We played Coney Island High. We played the Continental, and then we played CBGB's. The only thing I remember in New York, when I first started listening to you guys, I remember seeing a show advertised at a place called the Catacombs, and I remember I didn't even know where it was, but I couldn't go, but I don't know what venue that was or where it was. Hey, I remember the band. What was really weird about this show is that there was a band playing there that was like, instead of called Project 98 or whatever that band that was on Tooth and Nail, it was like Project with almost the same exact name but with a slightly different number. Do you have any idea what?
There was a band from Long Island called Project 27.
That's probably what it was. It was like almost the same exact band name as Project 86, but I think they were called Project, I guess it was Project 87 or whatever, something like that. But I remember they played and we were sitting there going, okay, same band name. It was weird, but that's the show I'm thinking of, but I just don't remember if that was Long Island or not.
I don't know.
You don't know, Mike?
Understand? No, I really don't know. Don't remember.
All right. See, Mike doesn't remember stuff, and he's just like, I don't remember. Cliff doesn't remember, and he's like, I don't know. I gotta figure this out. It could be like, you know, one of those shows. Was it in Kansas? Was it Kansas, or was it New York City, or was it California? I don't know. Let me figure this out. Mike, do you remember? You know, and said,
you see, what's funny is I have to do that to describe shit to this guy. I'll be like, hey, you remember that person we met? And he'll be like, no, I never met him. Like, yeah, you met her 8 times. And he goes, no, I never met that dude. And I was like, he's this tall, he has this face, got a beard, you know, this, that, whatever. And then, like, after 10 minutes, he'd be like, oh, yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, that dude's like one of my best friends in the whole world, man. I love that.
Not even exaggerating.
But it's peripheral vision, you know?
You don't have any.
Perfect this is, man. Like, but, I mean, I understand it. That's all that matters, you know? I'm here for you, Cliffy, and for everyone else who doesn't remember anything that happened yesterday. I don't know.
I'm telling you, these Jason's guys, man, you should just party, man. Here's what you gotta do: book two. You can book 2 acts. You can do a stand-up act and get the Jasons, and then you can do a punk rock act and get the Jasons as well.
Apparently, you have not watched any of our live videos.
Yeah, we combined.
You can also book a Misfits act or a Ramones act and get them 2 for 1.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to see you guys play some Kiss songs.
Oh, we got you covered, man. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
I'll help you sing.
Room service. You can play Room Service or Come On and Love Me or I Stole Your Love.
If we covered a Paul Stanley song, I want it to be "Wouldn't You Like to Know Me," because that's like my favorite Paul Stanley song.
Really? No, nothing from his first solo album. All of his solo albums stink, man. Don't do that.
Dress to Kill is a top-notch Kiss album.
It is from start to finish. I like that album a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to do a little, we're not playing maybe, we got a surprise, a little Kiss surprise for you at the show. Don't worry about it.
Is it a song off Freely's Comet's first album?
Yeah, it's actually off of Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
Oh, that was
Oh, dude, both those two Vinnie Vincent Invasion albums are amazing. Crazy good. So good. The second one has much better songs, but the first one just crazy. It's so good. So good.
It just disintegrates once again into bad metal.
Oh, dude, those albums are great. The guitar tone on those albums is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, Mike, I noticed that you have.
I was told that the contract for this show said no Kiss covers. Like I was informed of that. The only reason I even accepted this show.
Love me.
Only reason.
Love me.
And Cliff, there was an asterisk next to no Kiss covers, and if you flip to the 17th page of the contract where it listed all the caveats, you would notice that it said, not only can you not play Kiss covers, but you can't talk about Kiss while we're at the show.
And I'm gonna put my Kiss back patch back on my leather jacket just for you.
Then there was an asterisk next to that, and if you flip to page 36 of the contract, Brian Hardy's really contractual. If you flip to page 36, it said, if you talk about Kiss, Jason 5 will kill you. Will murder you. Right there.
Murder you.
Well, they spelled his name wrong, though. So, if you call him Jason 5, it's not a legal document because that's not his name.
Yeah. And you know what? I'd have to kill myself for talking about Kiss, too, though, man.
We are an hour and 4 minutes into the show, and you guys have been as legit as you can possibly be, and now you're going to tell me your name's not really Jason 5?
No, man, it's Jason. Jason V. Jason V, man. That's not the numeral letter V or whatever,
He's 4 E's, V is 5. I get it. So,
yeah,
same thing, right? Yeah.
All right. Hardy, rectify the contract. Get the contract out.
Is that a Jason V like this? Like live long and prosper?
Yes.
Nanu.
Before we go on any further, I just want to say, go back after this show is over with and go to 1 hour and 4 minutes into this video and watch myself and Mikey Huntington have the same exact face when you guys start talking about Kiss.
Loud and proud is all I got to say.
Darlington's internet must have froze up, so he dropped, but I'm sure he'll be back.
Hey, can I say one thing? I feel like we should not be over an hour into the show before we bring up the fact that our last show was pretty, it was a pretty big stepping stone in our shows, right? Am I right? Or was that just me?
Yeah, I remember that.
1,000 or so views, almost, or maybe. Over that.
CJ Ramon was a wonderful guest, but I tell you though, these Jasons are hot on his heels, man.
Jasons are pretty funny, I mean, and they're good, and well, I don't know. I never seen you. I never seen on YouTube or anything. I just really, really want to see one of these Ramon songs with Misfits lyrics. If possible, just one, maybe oh man, maybe
just type in Jason's Ruin Misfits tribute show. It'll pop up on YouTube.
Yeah, it pops up on there.
How about you do no? How about instead of that on Sunday you just do one like?
We're not allowed to play Ramon songs.
No. I'll tell you what, man. I'll give you one. How about you do the Crusher, and you use lyrics from Teenagers from Mars. How about that? Can you do that?
Can you make that work?
I could make that work, man. Yep.
Simon for the next couple days.
I could do it.
Yeah.
I had forgotten that we did that. We had Brian tell everybody they couldn't play any Ramon songs. That's funny.
It's right there, dude. Plain as day in the paperwork.
You know what? To be honest, I'm really glad that we're a lot more advanced than we used to be because our first several shows we had to play 2 Ramon songs just so that we would have a full set. And so if you would have told us that about a year ago, we would have been fucked. But thankfully, 2 albums, and now we can replace that one Ramon song that we do play
with 2 albums,
with 2 whole albums of our own.
And you know what though? The thing is, we're still playing Ramon songs, just with we just ripped off the riffs and wrote song lyrics about Jason. But in essence,
they were Ramon's core band too. They understand.
Every band playing is doing the same thing. We're playing Ramon songs with different lyrics.
8 versions of Blitzkrieg Bop at this show.
In some configuration.
What did I say in that message to you guys earlier tonight? If the chords A, E, D, C, G,
That's what you messed up. We don't play chords.
Yeah, we are.
You have to play all half step on everything. You have to play, sharps and flats.
D sharp,
on all
yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
Exactly. And for those who don't know, that would be between the dots on the fretboard.
Yeah,
That's
I
correct. Okay.
only know like the key of 5, the key of 3. That's what I'm talking about.
I know that the third string is the G.
You know what's funny what you're saying about because I always learned the chords, right? And I never did the whole theory and learning it by numbers and everything. And now like in my church, I joined the worship band in my church, and they're like everything they do, they write everything down with numbers, and I have no idea what this is. I'm like, you gotta tell me what the chords are, man. So it's funny.
Yeah, they don't know. Tabs is like the thing now. That's
Yeah,
what
no, it's tabs. No, it's like don't use tabs. Develop your ear.
Yeah.
But Paul Stanley was half deaf.
That's true. But
He
he
said-
wrote all his songs. That's just like the Huntingtons. We never really did covers very well. We just had to write our own stuff. So same thing as Ramones actually. That's why they wrote their own songs, because they couldn't cover songs very well.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that covers album they did either, man.
I don't mind it.
I always skip it. I'm just like, nah, it just doesn't have the feel to me. It doesn't feel like Ramones to me, other than Joey Ramone's voice. I mean,
Right.
some
But
of
there's
that
some good songs on there.
CJ had some great stuff on Acid Eaters.
It really is, man. That cover they do of the Rolling Stones song is so good, and then CJ singing that.
Bob Dylan song, My Back
Yeah,
Pages.
so many good stuff on there, and because it's done in closer to a Ramones style, it doesn't feel like the original songs. So
I think it's a good record. It gets slagged on
I
a lot,
like
but
it.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put that one over Mondo Bizarro.
Oh no. Mondo Bizarro, and then Adios Amigos. Adios Amigos is fantastic. If you take out I Love You, if you take that song out because the drums are so stupid and over the top, then that album is really, really good.
That's my favorite of the CJ albums.
What are you
Adios
saying about
Amigos.
Mondo Bizarro, Frank?
What's up?
Were you saying that you would put Acid Eaters above Mondo Bizarro?
Yeah, for the CJ albums, I'd go Adios Amigos, Acid Eaters, then Mondo Bizarro.
Wow.
And I'm not slagging Mondo Bizarro, but I just would put it as my least favorite of the three.
Oh, I put it as my favorite of
So I
all.
would say the CJ songs on Mondo Bizarro are far better than the CJ sung songs on Adios Amigos, because Adios Amigos, you got these ridiculous songs about my SpaghettiOs and all that dumb stuff, you know.
I'm
Like,
making
no,
monsters with my
stupid.
friends.
But Mondo
Monsters with My
Bizarro's
Friends
got
is great.
My Main Man on it and all that. Oh man, those are good songs.
But I like SpaghettiOs.
CJ has, I like CJ stuff on Adios Amigos. Making Monsters for My Friends and Scattergun, those are great.
Yeah, they're
no
like
one-
not like the most popular songs, but they're good songs. But there's some interesting lyrics for sure in those songs. I think you don't like the lyrics, Cliff.
Correct. The lyrics are so stupid they mess it up, and
I
that's
remember,
because
like,
Edie
when I
Ramone
first-
was like about just out of his mind at that point and couldn't do anything, couldn't write
Yeah,
anything.
when I joined the Huntingtons, I said to you, and we're talking about Ramon songs that you guys actually play, and I said, why don't you play the Crusher? Like at the time, the Crusher was one of my favorite songs, and
No.
you were like, now I want to wrestle in the garden. Are you serious? And I was like, I never even thought about the lyrics, man. It's just the song. Like to me,
Yeah,
the
but
song-
that's like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it's Madison.
I understand that. But it's just such a dumb song.
That's
It's
a
not
great,
cool.
great song.
It's nowhere near as cool as their cool
I
song.
love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
probably the best song on the album.
No,
You know
the
what?
best song on the album is freaking
Life's a Gas.
That's it. Thank you. Life's a Gas. That's one of the best. One of the best Ramones songs they've ever done. It's a great song.
Consistency. You've
I'm
got it.
45!
You've got the consistency.
I'm 45. It just comes with the territory. Look, guys,
All right,
when you
well,
get
real
older.
quick, let's real quick shifting
Sorry, I'm
gears.
shouting.
Jason's.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Kane Hodder?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Did you show up As the Jasons, or did you show up as whoever you are without the masks?
Me and Hell, one of the Jasons that isn't here right now, we met him at the last Horror Hound in Cincinnati, and we actually gave him a CD and all that. He seemed really interested, took our email address and all that, and then never contacted us. So
Yeah, well, he's also a juggalo though too. So I mean,
he probably thought we were like psychedelic, not psychedelic.
Psychopathic, man. You ain't no ninja.
I ain't no ninja.
No, we also met Harry Manfredini.
Yeah, and he loved us.
Yeah, because he was like, you guys should be a doo-wop musical act, and we were like, oh, we are, man. Actually, not doo-wop, but here it is. And he probably went home and listened to it, and then thought, what have I inspired? The worst band ever, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, he was all proud, like, look, honey, this band was inspired by my music, and he put it in, and that was it. He hasn't done a convention since.
Yep.
Are you guys like on tour or something? That's how you're able to play this show?
We're a lifelong tour, man.
Yeah, on tour till the second coming, like my Huntington's shirt says, man.
That was a good shirt.
It was a good shirt, but it was red, so my nipples would show through it, and I was like, I can't wear this, man. I gotta have black, you know.
Hey, speaking of shirts, you guys made a post about your shirts and merch and all that stuff earlier. Do you guys have shirts in fat people sizes?
Do we, Josh? Josh is the shirt
Man,
guy.
the mediums, the shirts this time are big. The mediums are huge. So yeah, you're gonna be fine.
Walmart size shirts is what we were talking about. Yeah.
I'll show you what I got right here.
Man.
I got
Holy crap.
I got XL, large, medium, 2XL, and small.
All right, 2X is what I need, so that's good.
Hey, save us. We're really just coming to this thing to buy all the merch.
Yeah, we're not really going to play. We're just going to come buy shit and leave.
Yeah, we just
That's
want money.
fine, but I'm just saying, first of all, you don't look like you need 2XL, but if you did, I only got 2 left.
You haven't seen below the shoulders, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, save a 2XL for Jason 3D and save a large for me, man. We want to buy some shirts and other variation of shirts too, like other Huntington shirts that you might have in your basement or something.
We just got 2 of them. We got ones that we made.
Got 3.
What's the third one?
The third one is the reading, writing, rock and roll one.
What's that?
That's a reissue. That was a shirt way back in the day.
Yeah, what happened was, we got a few more of them. Basically, is what happened.
Someone returned?
No, man. All right, so don't worry about it. We got some. but we only
You
have.
sound like you could be from Staten Island now, Judge. Don't worry about it. We got some.
We got. I think we only have XL and youth large.
So you just found some that you didn't know you had.
Yes, I didn't have them, but somebody had them, and I got
They
them.
fell off the back of a truck, Cliff.
Yeah.
Right.
Forget about it.
Don't buy the youth large either, because Jen will talk you into it, and it will suck the life out of you.
Youth large is for girls. They'll be short.
Yeah, man.
That Huntington's Hooters shirt, man. It took years off my life trying to fit into that thing.
Hey, but it put 3 gallons of gas in our van, so.
Man,
Yeah.
all you have to do, if you get a shirt that's too small or too big, you just cut out the design and sew it on another shirt. You're fine.
Yo, we just
It looks real good.
shirt.
It looks real good.
They practically wear nothing.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing over there in Baltimore. I don't know.
Oh, Well, they have them all the way down in fucking North Carolina and shit, so I didn't know if they had it.
I don't know if they had it or not.
Well, maybe I
don't
thought
know.
you knew you had it.
Well,
You
I
know,
don't know
I thought
what
you
you-
knew. Like you apparently
Yo,
don't know
whoa,
nothing.
you're making
you know?
us look like jackasses in front of the
You
Huntingtons.
guys don't kill each other. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Hooters shirts? You know
No,
that?
we're talking about something
No,
different.
don't even worry about
Yeah,
it.
don't even,
Forget about it.
We'll
for
change
2
it. We'll talk about something
Hey,
else.
let's talk about this. The
How about
Jason.
you forget about it? How about that?
Guess what? We have to sell at the Huntington show 1 T-shirt because we're out of shirts and we're mostly out of merch, but we're trying to make an album. So we're like, filter it towards shirts, filter it towards album. Boom, we got to make the album. So we no shirts for us to sell, but we might be selling some Huntington's shirts if we can, get there, maybe get in your stuff, steal some of it, sell it at a lower price.
Yeah, out in the parking lot. We'll like shove down our pants and stuff.
Bootleg.
Yeah.
So the one shirt that you have for sale, it's a Jason shirt?
Yeah.
It's a Ramones parody. Everyone does it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Jason's,
pink.
is it black?
Pink.
Yeah, it's pink.
Pink?
It's Joey Ramone pink.
Joey Ramone pink, the official color of Joey Ramone.
Even though he wore purple one pink, but
Whatever,
that's alright.
man.
What size is it?
It's probably a large.
Yeah, no.
I'll take it. I'll buy it.
So,
Cut the sleeves off and I'll buy it.
We got you.
yo, this ain't fucking Burger King. You don't get it your way.
Yeah. Pink, and nobody wants a pink shirt. Nobody wants a pink shirt.
I think you guys are slowly convincing Frank to change his mind and drive down to the show on Sunday.
That's right.
I think you keep working this, and I think he's going to make it.
This is gonna plus, Frank, you've already seen the band when the other guy is playing on guitar, when Andy's on guitar, you've already seen him.
Dude,
You haven't
I've seen the band
me.
with you plenty of times, man.
You have?
Yeah, I've seen it with so many fucking different lineups. It's crazy.
No, Frank, you were at the Joey Ramone show, right? Or are you at the Continental show with Christy and all that? Or
I
what?
was at the you want to see the list if I can remember? I was at the Joey Ramone show. I was at the Continental show. I was at the one when you
Continental
guys
show
played.
was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. I saw you guys in Staten Island when Andy was playing. I saw when you were like right before Cornerstone. You did a few like warm-up shows, whatever. I saw one in Philly, one in Delaware.
Oh yeah, the one with Delaware with Chubby Huntington, and the one at the Fire in Philly. That was a good show too. Yeah, that was my. Yeah.
Then I saw the reunion show in Philly when I think you were with Mainline Riders or something.
Yeah, yeah, that was with where we were raising money for our drummer's wife, right?
Yeah, Mikey was playing drums, and then I saw you open for Weasel at Irving Plaza a few years back.
Yeah.
Dude, Frank, man, how come you never came up and hung out with us? You don't like us, or what?
Not really. I don't like you guys that much, so. No, you know what? Actually, at the Irving Plaza show, I remember I went up to the merch booth and I said hello to Mike, and I was like, I don't know if you remember, I booked a show for you guys back in Staten Island. He's like, yeah, I don't remember at all. So.
Freaking Mike.
But if I make the drive for the Bottle Rocket show, I'll come say hello.
And that's a weeknight.
Well, this is the thing. I'm thinking if I knock off work early on Thursday, I'll make the ride out, and then, I just got to go on no sleep till work the next day. But it'll be worth it. What about you? You think get a guest list spot if I'm making the drive on a weeknight like that? What do you think, Josh?
Hey, I would give you a guest list. I would give everybody a guest list spot.
Yeah, but I don't know. Are there even any guest lists at that show? I'm not playing that show, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're not playing. No, I think it's I can't remember.
Another band that don't care if they get paid and don't care if people show up to see them.
It's one of those things where like there's a list of, I think it's like one per band member or like wives.
No, I'm just busting chops, but yeah, I'm probably gonna go with my brother to that, and then I want to probably check out the one in Long Island with CJ, but that's kind of weird. I saw that starts at like 12 o'clock. It's weird in the middle of the day.
12 o'clock at night?
No, it's in the afternoon. Isn't it from like 12 to 5?
Well, yeah.
It's early, yeah. And it's a Saturday show and it's early. So, I mean, you got the whole weekend. Like, this Sunday show is an early show, but it's Sunday. Sundays are kind of lame because you got to go back to work the next day. But I'm thinking that October 3rd show is going to be like, hey, it's Saturday, it's early, let's party. People are going to be going nuts.
Let's party?
It's a benefit show, too. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit weird, I think. But
yeah,
I'm gonna check it out.
For Autism Speaks, the benefit show, that way you get all the people in there that are younger and you don't have to have like a late night type thing. So I think he's trying to like make it as inclusive for everyone as you can, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, speaking of Let's Hardy, I just thought of something for Brian Hardy. Why don't you just, instead of playing whatever set you're going to do on Sunday, I have a great idea. Great idea. Ready? Just play all the Andrew WK party songs, but change the words to Hardy. Just do that instead.
When it's time to Hardy, we will Hardy hard.
That would be awesome. Why would you not? Why would someone not do that if your last name was Hardy? I don't understand. I don't understand this word.
Well, I don't know why you don't call your album Party Hardy.
You know, the thing was, and I don't remember what the name of the show was, but it was like some teeny bopper chick on E or something like that. I'll never forget. I came home one day and my wife was like busting out laughing, and she's like, "This chick just said, 'Don't be tardy for the party,'" and like, I don't know where that came from, but
That's from Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think, and that was "Don't be tardy for the party."
Exactly.
I remember that. I remember that episode. It was so stupid. It's the lady that wears a wig all the time, and it has the black lady, the short hair that was on Apprentice.
Of all things for you to remember tonight.
Yeah, I know, right? Cliff, please write down the address to the show.
My wife and I have joked about that song for many years since then.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Well, I hate that song now because all the time my wife walks around the house going, "Don't be tardy for the party with Brian Hardy," blah blah, and all this other stupid stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to, like, if the person that was on that show is watching this absolute awesome show right now, I hate you. You ruined my life, and I hope you get VD.
Oh.
A little aggressive.
Really? It's like, what's worse, Jason slashing people or this guy wishing BD on people?
Nobody's ever gonna want me. My cock's all spotted. Oh God,
that is a good song. You guys like the new Screeching Weasel album? There's a song about VD on there, man. It's a good song.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's 27 songs. I would say I like 18 of them.
I like the album a lot from start to finish. It feels like it feels important. Like there's something about the album that it seems like it's important in some way. It's hard to explain.
First of a two-part deal, so right? I mean, it's like
not really because of lyrics.
Yep.
There's just an overall sense of importance that it's different from any other Screeching Weasel album. Maybe it's just because he has all these guest singers. Maybe
it's different because he's not singing all over it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
really
just
like the Blag's part and all that.
Yeah, I do. It's funny because Ben sounds really good, but like Blag sings, and then it goes to Ben, and it's like sounds so weak compared to Blag, who was just singing. And it's just like, oh man, Blag should be singing all the songs.
No, I disagree. I like Ben's songs way more than anything else.
I thought it had a good contrast. Like it just worked.
What I don't like though is that the album starts with a big intro, and then the first song has a big intro to it too. So it's like the album almost feels like it's got two intros. But that's okay, but that first song with vocals, so good.
Is it the second song that has like a 2-minute intro before the song even starts?
Yeah.
That's the Chimpanzee song though, man.
No, it ain't.
No. It's something about a party. The best summer.
Oh,
no, it's like Welcome to the something or other.
It's gonna be a great summer. That song.
No. Here, I'll get it.
Power of Talent.
No.
Yeah. I think that. I don't know. Either way, the fucking song's only like 30 seconds long, and it's like 3 minutes.
That's the one the Mangies are on. But then it goes into it's going to be a great summer, and the it's going to be a great summer song is like, that's when like the whole album is like.
The song we're talking about is Attention. It's called Attention. That's the first one with vocals, but it's after quite a while of music, and then the vocals come in, and he's just like, so let's get it, it's just, and he just sounds so tough. He just sounds so cool. Yeah. So Long Mojo is the first song with that Ben sings, and that's a great song. That's a really great song.
Look at this. Check this out. I got the lyrics and all that stuff. It's like
whoa.
It's I had because I bought the album online. I never buy stuff, but I bought that one because that's not going to be on Spotify. So but then if you buy it, you can get the download or whatever of the artwork. So I download the artwork. You know how long? Hopefully no one's watching this at my work, but it took me a long time to figure out how to print this thing on all these pieces of paper in like full black ink and stuff, and then cut it perfectly, and then staple it. See that?
Wow.
I'm saying, man.
That's very official, man. I thought that was
you did a great job, man.
Yeah, that was like the CD.
I thought that was one of your Kickstarter perks that you got from it or something,
No, I helped pay for it, and the only thing we got a T-shirt or something. It wasn't I don't remember what it was, but
you did the Kickstarter thing. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, right. We did that, and then I got like the FLAC files when it a week before the album actually came out, which was kind of cool. So then I got to go in there and kind of fix it up for my own taste a little bit and stuff. So it was cool. Because
Like,
that's
where
what I
the
do.
conversation's going.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Let's keep talking about it.
You know the song, I don't know what it's called, but it's near the end where the guy is like lamenting about his daughter got raped by the character, you know?
God damn you both.
Yeah, and he's just screaming like, "Oh my god, oh my god." Like, I listened to that really late with some headphones on, and like that was like one of the first times listening to a Screeching Weasel album that I was like, this is powerful. Like, it really did have like an element of like atmosphere and power. Like when you're hearing that dude screaming, I loved it. That was something I never experienced on a different.
Right, I agree. And like the album before that, the real album, not the EP, but the real album that he made before that, I forget the name of that album.
First
That,
album,
in my opinion, is sonically the best
So good.
Screeching Weasel album he's ever made. I mean, just, oh my gosh, the drums, the vocals, the guitar tone, the bass, everything. It's like, it's one of those albums where everything is so clear and nothing gets lost, and it's just so good, right? But this album doesn't have that. This album's a little bit more mushy and sort of, not really, but this one, there's a certain air of importance to it that none of his other albums have.
Yep.
That just makes this almost kind of feels like some major label album or something. Like there's a real special quality to it, man. He did a real good job on this one. So,
For real.
Yeah. I really like the song where they're fighting. Maybe that's Tower of Talent, where
where everybody's singing back and forth.
Yeah, they're like screaming at each other. Well, no, it's like it's the manager and like the rock star. He's just like, you're his second-hand man. You're just a bum. He gave a job to.
Oh yeah.
That's a good song.
Those last 3 releases from Screeching Weasel are my favorite. I love the old stuff, but those last 3 are amazing because they address, like, right now what happened with Ben Weasel, where he's like, it's just, you can almost see the picture of this person and this crazy stuff that's been happening with him. And I think that's cool, like, as knowing what's happened, seeing the whole thing play out, and seeing his response. I think it's cool. I like how he's doing his stuff lately.
He's a very deep guy. I know Cliff knows him a lot better than probably, I'm sure, than any of us, and Christy too, his wife. Like, I know they talk to him a lot, but I talked to him a little bit, and I'll throw some not hardball, but like some little different type of questions at him every now and then, just out of curiosity, and he answers everything, and he's very honest, and like it's not really what you think. In the punk rock world, everyone thinks he's like this, he's a punk rock dude, and
right.
He says it himself that it's all an act and everything.
Oh yeah, like on that one.
He's hated a lot too.
On the Weasel podcast or whatever, they were saying like, are you gonna play the song I want to be a homosexual at this show? And he was like, no, I'm not going to play that anymore because it won't offend anyone. I thought that was so funny because, that's just the way.
So when is he going to be on the show?
Yeah, a couple weeks or whatever.
Did he agree to do it? I forgot to ask him. I haven't asked him yet.
No, we never asked him. No,
yeah, I remember assuming he wouldn't do it because why would he do it? He's got his podcast that's actually very popular.
He did the Dying Scene radio podcast, so he might be willing to do your guys' too. Like, I don't know.
No, I think you suck though.
We could ask him, but we also have I don't know. Mike? Do we want to announce who our potential next guest is, or no?
No, we'll wait.
Is it the singer from Overkill?
Yeah.
Blitz.
That's right.
It's Lizzie Borden. Lizzie Borden and that guy from Kiss you guys keep talking about.
Yeah.
Which one?
Actually, there's
the really cool one. Oh, wait a minute.
You guys should get the guy from Rock and Roll Nightmare.
What?
Now, how cool would it be, though? How crazy and insane would it be if we actually got Vinnie Vincent to come out of the woodwork to do this? It'd be so funny.
You gotta find him first to do the
No, you can't find him, I know. Yeah.
He's got dead dogs in a tote if you want him.
Yeah, he's one of them guys that, he's kind of like,
weird?
Well, sure. Definitely weird. He's just one of those guys that he's.
I could be Vinnie Vincent, man. I'm Jason V. I'm just saying. You never know.
I knew it. Yeah, I don't really even.
Yeah, he actually has the Egyptian cross like on his face, like underneath of the mask. You know.
Yeah.
It gets kind of awkward at times, you know. Like right now, the awkward silence.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: getting back to Weasel, who saw one of the recent shows with the Queers and MTX?
Oh wait.
Me.
Josh.
Me and Josh did.
And my wife.
Why couldn't we go to the DC one? No, we had a show there. Yeah.
They went to the DC one.
Okay, yeah, I went to the New York one, obviously.
Was the New York one good?
Yeah, it was good. The Queers were really tight. I mean, I've seen them a million times, but sometimes it's a little bit hit or miss depending who he's got playing. But his drummer was really solid, so it was. They had a really good set, and MTX I don't think I've seen since like 2007, so it was cool to see.
It's funny though, because like all of these, it's like Dr. Frank and a bunch of other guys, and that's Joe Queer and a bunch of other guys, and it's Ben Weasel and a bunch of other guys. So all these three bands, it's just their singers with all other people that you've never seen before.
Well, I mean, the bassist and the guitarist from MTX are the same guys that were on their last record from 2003. So.
Did the Queers still cover Cindy's on Methadone, even though they were playing with the Screeching Weasel?
No. Weasel encored with it, and then Joe came out and sang it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
The bass player from the Plus Ones wasn't with Dr. Frank.
No, he left after Alcatraz in 2000.
To me, that lineup that made Love Is Dead is just
right. And you know that drummer from Love Is Dead and Revenge Is Sweet, he left. He's not playing with them anymore. Jim.
Right.
I don't know what happened. No one
Revenge
said
Is Sweet is a shame because Love Is Dead is so good, and then sonically, Revenge Is Sweet is so sucky that I can't even listen to the record, and it's a guitar tone and everything about that album is just so horrible. I hate it.
You think Revenge sonically is worse than Love Is Dead?
A million times worse.
I don't know. I think they had a budget for Revenge Is Sweet, whereas with Love Is Dead they had nothing.
I understand, I understand that, but there's just like, dude, our File on the Ramones album, we did that for $1,000, and Get Lost, we did 2 albums, Get Lost and Plastic Surgery, we did them, what was it, $4,500 for both of them that we did them all together, and then High School Rock we did for $12,000. So File and a Ramon sonically sounds better than every one of those records. It really comes down to just a magic that can be captured in a mix that is just not there next time. Or it could be a guitar tone that you got this time. It could be anything. But like sonically, Revenge Is Sweet and So Are You is horrible. Everything is Mud City. The mastering is terrible. Every song sounds different. It sounds like a really poorly made compilation. Whereas Love Is Dead sounds like one album from beginning to end. Same sonics all the way through. The clarity is there. It's got a little bit of gnarly mid-range that, whatever you get used to after a little while. But it sonically is just so good. You can hear everything bleed through really well, and that's the difference.
All right.
But that's cool. That's cool if you dig Revenge Is Sweet and So Are You. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying I think Love Is Dead is their best record, but I mean, I think Revenge Is Sweet is pretty solid.
Right on.
So I got a question, Mike. Where's Christy?
He never came back. I think he got tired of what we were talking about.
Right, but
he froze up at one point.
Yeah,
His face looked like this. It was like like that for like 5 minutes. And
I thought he was just doing that.
Yeah, so did I.
I was like, look at him making that face. That's funny.
And then he went away, and I haven't gotten a message or heard anything from him since. So I'm going to assume.
We said the other 2 Jasons aren't here right now, so.
Yeah, I mean, you guys might be trying to take his spot on the show Sunday. You might want to have his time slot.
If you write a song called Electrocute Me, someone's going to come along and do it sooner or later.
As long as you got a fuse box, we'll electrocute you.
Yeah.
All right, but seriously, how about a Ramones song with Misfits lyrics? That won't go against Hardy's rule about no bands playing Ramones songs.
You know what, though? The problem is, like, The only reason we really like kind of did that is because we agreed to do the Misfits cover songs.
And then we didn't learn the songs.
Yeah, we didn't practice, so we had to make that up like the night before, and we'd never really like practiced them or anything. So it would be
Just do one. Just do one. Be great.
We could do Blitzkrieg Fly. We could do Return of the Fly and Blitzkrieg Bop mix together.
No. Just stick to your normal set, guys. It'll be fine.
We are allowed to play Ramones cover then.
Play the set you had designed for this show.
Oh man, we never designed.
Maybe when we're all done, we'll have you guys come back on stage and special guest with us, and then we'll do a bunch of crazy stuff. That'd be great.
We'll do a bunch of Misfits songs.
That would be really awesome, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
just all play rock and roll radio together.
We're also following you guys home too, because we're just gonna hang out at your house for a couple days.
Yeah.
I like Diet Coke, and
I Total Zero Red Bull and Diet Dr. Pepper.
No alcohol, because Mom says no way on that one.
Unless she's not.
Yeah.
You can't be like out killing people when you're hammered. I mean, you could hurt someone. Come on.
Right. Use the hammer, don't get hammered. That's what I always say.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even though neither of us ever used a hammer, that was part 2. But it is what it is.
That's
Hammerhead.
I just have a feeling that this is gonna be a great time on Sunday, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, it could be a terrible time. We don't know.
It might be a bloody time.
Yeah.
Captain Sucker Punch is like a solo guy with an acoustic guitar, right?
Yeah, man, he kicks, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even mind saying it on the camera. I'm a little nervous about Hot Tub Vomit, but besides that, I think the whole show is gonna roll.
Well, Hot Tub Vomit is just from. I haven't listened to any clips, but what the sense I've gathered is that they're a joke band and are terrible on purpose, right?
Yes, yeah, and I think it's.
You can't have 2 bands like that in one show. That's shit.
I know, man, and that's where you're gonna have to kill them, because I legit think that it's just like straight thrash, where they're gonna come up there and it's gonna be like 30-second songs, like, and then be like done.
Right, done, and I heard they also wear those hockey masks. Right?
Oh my god!
I heard.
Are they playing back to back? That would be awesome.
No,
just have us play at the same time.
They get the right side of the stage, we get the left.
Yep.
I actually switched Captain Sucker Punch and Hot Tub Vomit out. Like, Hot Tub Vomit's opening the show now.
Oh, because you got all nervous because they suck or something? You didn't want people to be leaving?
Yeah, I'd rather them like leave early and come back for somebody else. Like take a 25-minute bathroom break.
That's just one poop for me.
Yeah, man. He takes forever to
Dude,
poop.
I know, man. And when I was younger, you go in there, you want to read, right? But now you just got words with friends, man. You can just play and play and play while you wait for your next move and concentrate on what you're gonna play next.
No, we were late to your podcast because 3D was pooping in there, man.
I don't apologize for that, because it was awesome and it stunk up the entire house.
Hey, this is not a podcast. This is a television show.
Oh, that's right. It's I don't even know what to classify it as. Like
the YouTube show or something.
The digital era is upon us.
Hey, all I know is Mike made this new flyer for the show. I don't know if you can see that because I'm holding the phone up, but it's Huntingtons, Darlington, Brian Hardy, the Jasons, and more. Yeah. And we figure since we did that, like 3 times as many tickets have sold, right? Is that right, Hardy? Oh, his mic's turned off, but yeah, he agrees. Yeah, 3 times as many tickets because.
Do you know what's the total number of tickets that have sold now? What are you up to? Are you allowed to say?
300
yet?
179.
179. That's cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got on the like. We just made it above the and more, which is cool. Like, more is the Jason.
Yeah.
If there are 10 bands, they will list 9 of them and then put and more, and that's us.
I just think it's awesome, like, to be serious for a second, like, the fact that we're even on this show is, like, super awesome, because, like, we found out about it, I messaged Brian, and I was like, hey, man, this guy fucking loves these guys, and I really like these guys, and we want to play with these guys. and he was like, "Yo, you're not allowed." And then like 2 days later, he was like, "Okay, now you are." So it was like, "All right, cool."
He was
Yeah, because it was like,
basically-
hey, we can't have you because we're going to try to get this surf band to play. And then the surf band said they had some weird thing. What was their deal, man? It was like some weird, crazy thing, the reason why they didn't play. What was the deal, Mike?
No, and more canceled. So then we put the Jason. Then Brian put since and more couldn't play anymore. The Jason got to play.
Right,
Well,
but-
first off,
Why was
first
it
off,
that? But the reason was real crazy. What was the reason again?
Dude, I could not have
It
that
wasn't real
communication.
crazy. It was just like
hold
they,
on.
they're not used to, they don't do that stuff, where you got tickets or whatever. Go ahead.
The Rockvilles canceled because I
all
was a
up.
racist.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
The second one was the Rockaway Beach Boys. So then when we found out about the Rockaway Beach Boys wanting to do all Ramones stuff, they were totally like, I was like, sorry guys. I mean, they were pretty cool about it, but when I played the Green Turtle a couple of weeks ago, I played like Rockaway Beach, and they both just looked at me like with a dirty look and then walked away. So I was like, I guess I got heat with those guys for life,
Wow.
And,
Well, that's what you get for being racist.
But then you got the surf. But then you had the surf band.
yeah, then I was like, Mike, tell your boys, man. So then they hit me up, and I was like, all right, cool. And I told them, I was like, well, look, man, you guys will get paid, per pre-sale that you guys do, like any other band on the show, except for the headlining band, and blah, and this and that. And they were like, nah, dude, like selling tickets isn't our thing. And I'm like, okay, well, and they're like, but we want to get paid. And I'm like, oh, all right, well then that's not going to happen. And they were like, well, then it's not going to happen. We don't want to be on the show. And I was like, all right, cool.
What you did with that, your offer, like, you don't have to sell tickets, but if you do, you'll get paid for doing it. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, it's not like you were like, sell these tickets or you don't get to play, which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe in that whole, like, you got to sell 35 tickets if you want to play the show and all that other shit. Like, it's like that kind of stuff just takes the fun out of it, and it's kind of like beating a dead horse.
But so here's a way you can get paid. It's a cool show. We're gonna have people there. Here's a way you could get paid. It's up to you whether or not you do it or not.
Right.
And they still said no.
Yeah, that's dumb on their part, because now we got.
And then the even crazier thing, not to like sit here and bash that band, but the even crazier thing was then they canceled on CJ Ramon like 2 weeks later and didn't even like tell him about it like until the day of the show.
Wow.
Why would you cancel on a Ramon? That's
not cool at all.
like we played with Richie. Like I'd love to get the fucking meet and play with CJ. That'd be awesome. Like.
Oh, I was super bummed out, man. Like I had literally just taken my gear out of the back of the car, and I like even offered. I was like, I'll play like a 25-minute acoustic punk set, like whatever you want, like I'll do it. And I had just taken my gear out of the car right before I went to the CJ show because I had asked if I could open the show, and the people at the Metro Gallery were like, nah, the spot's already been filled with the local band, and then the local band didn't show up, and there was no opener that night.
Wow. Bands are too lazy, man. Bands think they got things like entitled and like that is the culture of music now, and it really is, man.
That's the culture. That's the culture. Period.
Yeah, everyone thinks, just because you're in a band, you're entitled to all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, no one, we are broke a lot of the times because, we travel for, we drove clear to fucking Queens, New York to get paid, like, what, $30 or some shit like that?
Yeah, but they gave us pizza, and that was awesome.
Yeah, dude, like, if you're starting a band to get money nowadays, you're in the wrong business. And
that's why you got to come up with a good gimmick and sell lots of T-shirts.
That's right.
Boom.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys have no
good at your instruments, but
Yeah, we're not good at that part, so
you don't even have to be good. I suck, and I tell people all the time, like, I suck, but it's just putting yourself out there. And I agree, man. Like I'm like I tell people all the time. I don't think they believe me, but I'm like I am like.
We've been trying to convince people we suck for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
We spent all of our time trying to tell people we were great. Trying to convince them that we didn't suck.
Nah, man, we're really great. You gotta understand, we're so good. We're like the best band ever.
But everybody's like, but you don't sound like MXPX or NoFX, and we were like,
but it worked it worked to an extent because Brian Hardy bought a Hooters T-shirt that was way too small for him. So
Yeah.
to some degree, it worked. It's like, hey, Brian, we're awesome. I feel like I have this T-shirt that does not fit you.
Yeah.
And he
Dude,
said,
I
okay.
I
was,
feel like Brian should be required to wear the shirt Sunday.
Oh yes, can we do that?
I was 13, man. I was 13 when I bought that shirt, and that shirt could have fit a 3-year-old. I'm not even kidding.
Jen was trying to fill the gas tank, dude. She sold shirts that didn't fit the people all across the country. You weren't.
I mean, I purchased Rock and Roll Habits that night and a couple other things, so I figured, like, you know, hey, this is definitely going to help. But no, that T-shirt, man, just sucked the life out of me.
So we got Tyler and Jared here with us as well, and they haven't spoken
Tyler!
yet. So
What's up, Brian?
you guys
Tyler.
are on with like the most killingest band ever, like literally the most killingest band, and you gotta say something to them, or they're gonna hunt you down. Like,
Let's do one at a time. Let's go to Tyler. Then we'll go to Jared. Tyler was here first.
go to Tyler first. What's up?
Okay, what's going on, guys?
That's a terrible question.
No, I was gonna say I just watched a video. Somebody posted about you guys where you're on some show. It was a song, "I Want to Be an Asshole." I love that song. That sounds really great.
The show's called Wake the Fuck Up.
Yeah, that's our Ben Weasel support song.
Yeah, and G.G. Allen.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool song. I really dig it.
That song is like the embodiment of our new album that we're working on.
Yeah, crappy.
Also, that was also a statement, not a question. So you got is that you got, Tyler?
I don't really have a question.
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
just here to hang out.
Yeah, and when he said "What's up, guys?" that really wasn't meant a question. That was like the modern day way people say hello. They don't even mean it. They don't wait for you to actually tell them what's up. It's just like it's like, "How you doing, man?" And then people just go, "Yeah," and then it's just like
You did this, right? Yeah. Good.
Josh, you gotta ask Tyler what he thought of Social D.
Oh, were you there, man? What did you think of that? All right.
Yeah, I was there.
Sidetrack, but
Yeah, I was there. I was front
So did
row.
Brian just ask somebody else who was here to ask someone else who was here a question?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Because
awesome.
I'm not the host of the show, so.
right. Yeah. No, it's a good point. No, I asked Brian earlier because he was there on Tuesday night. They were out in Baltimore or Silver Spring or whatever, right? So, I'm curious because I've seen Social Distortion many times, and most recently this past September at Riot Fest, it was like Slowcial Distortion.
Oh.
And so I'm just wondering how they're doing
Well,
now.
their songs are already slow anyway.
Yeah, but dude,
they're also in a slight key change. I noticed a couple of songs were played. I believe they were played a little like maybe a half step down. From,
Dude, what was with the course?
I just gotta say real quick though, Slowcial Distortion. I just made that up. I just want to put that out there. All right.
that should be like a sweet like tribute band. Slowcial Distortion play all their songs just really really slow.
It could be like a stoner core version of Social Distortion.
Doomcore, yeah.
Doomcore, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Tyler, did you feel like the chorus part for Alone and Forsaken was played very awkwardly, like they were hitting a wrong note?
I felt like it was a little off. There's a couple like parts where they were off, especially when he brought those two kids on stage. That whole segment was off.
That was awful. That was awful.
It was a failure. But I was right there. I mean, Brian, you saw the pictures I posted. I was right there. Johnny Two Bags was literally right in front of me the whole time when he was soloing. So I was right there. Mike Ness looked down at me and was jamming, showing off, showboating.
What does Mike Ness look like now?
Very haggard.
I
Really?
think so. Now, if you ask my wife, my wife would be like, "He is the sexiest hot old man I've ever seen in my life."
That's what my girlfriend says too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. She now you can see like his body's just like worn out. Like when he's soloing, the faces that he makes they're like, you can tell he's in the zone. Every guitar player has like their.
Are they like Steve Vai faces?
No, it kind of looks like he's struggling to take a
Pooping.
poop. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pooping. Like eyes rolled back, kind of like the Undertaker a little bit, and
Yeah.
just killing it down.
That sounds
Yeah,
beautiful.
But I mean, sound-wise, it wasn't bad. They needed to turn his mic up. Johnny's guitar was louder than everything else, and then after like about maybe 3 songs in, they turned Mike's guitar up, and then it kind of drowned out the mic a little bit. So like you could hear his vocals, but just not very well. I'm sure if you were in the back when it all projected out, you could probably hear it, but I was right up front, so it was really hard to pick up some of the vocals and some of the things he was mumbling in between songs. But overall,
yeah, that was a whole lot of mumble.
Yeah, it was a pretty good set, but you can really see where like he's starting to wear, and there's a reason why they don't tour very often unless it's like the West Coast. And I'm afraid to see, because they talked about going in the studio and recording a new record after this whole like tour, and I'm afraid to see like what those tour dates are going to be like after they're done recording. If it's going to be a big tour, and I honestly don't think it will be, because he's showing some wear. It's pretty rough, but I enjoyed the show overall.
That's
I did.
weird, because I mean his life is pretty cushy, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I just felt like from what I saw from the time I saw him on Tuesday, from the last time I saw him about 4 years ago is the last time they were in the area, he showed a lot more wear and tear. Like you could just tell that he just. All those drugs are really taking a toll on him.
Taking a toll, yeah.
Oh, he's still doing drugs and stuff?
No. But I mean, when you do a lot of heroin, man, it does a lot to your body, and it does a lot for your bones, and your body just breaks down. Even years after you've quit, it tears you up. I knew a few heroin addicts, and they've been sober for years, but they're a wreck. They're still a wreck. Like physically, they're very weakened. It's a hell of a drug.
I just realized if we ever met Mike Ness, we might have to kill him.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing we talk about.
That would break my heart, man. You know what I would be like?
Heroin's like the bottom of the barrel, too. Like, you can't be like, okay, you smoke the joint, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
This is like heroin, man. Like, that's like...
Yeah.
I mean, even Nikki Sixx died 8 times, but that motherfucker came back.
They should have called it Jason, because it kills more people than we do.
Yeah.
That's it. That should be the new advertisement for it. I mean, not for it, but against it. Like, instead of your brain on drugs, like, this is Jason in a bottle.
So I fully expect at the show on Sunday, if you see some younger people making out or drinking, they're gone, right? They're dead, right?
We got a thing that we do when we get up there. We're like, hey, yo, we're the Jasons. How many people are getting drunk tonight? And people think, oh yeah, and they show us, and then we're like, dead, yep. Every time.
Crowd interaction really determines how much feeling goes on afterwards.
Yeah.
All right. So real quick before we go to Jared, because we're going to go to Jared, but I just want to ask the Jasons.
Oh wait, I don't want to go to Jared.
Oh, all right. Wait a second. Okay, we're going to go to the guy in the blue shirt. I won't use the name Jared.
The good Jared. Come on, man. Not all Jared.
We're gonna go to the guy in the blue shirt in a second here. But Jason's. Okay, so as a horror fan myself, the Jason in Space movie was not my favorite.
It was terrible.
But I will say that the scene where he shoves the woman's face into the liquid like ice type mixture and then smashes her face onto the table is easily one of the coolest scenes in a Friday the 13th I've ever seen. What do you guys about that?
It's a horror movie, so like, of course shit ain't gonna be accurate. But his skin was cool.
Yeah, but wait a minute. But the thing is, I like that movie because it's science fiction, man, and every once in a while it's cool to add some sci-fi in there. But my problem with that thing is I've had this argument with people because they'll say, well, how would Jason know to put her face in there? Because Jason's not from the future, so he wouldn't know what that was. My response is, Jason is a killing machine, and if he were a wrestler, he would be the innovative violence. What's that guy's name? Yeah.
Actually, there is a Jason wrestler.
Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer. Jason is the Tommy Dreamer of the slashers. He gets inspiration from those things, but I also think that the movie was all right, man. You gotta give it a break.
Jason X, they watched Leprechaun in Space and thought it was a good movie.
Hey, but David Cronenberg's in that movie too, so it is a good movie.
No, Jason X is just terrible. You know, fucking that chick gets pulled through a hole like this, like she gets pulled through a hole that big, and there's a piece of like deli meat hanging out.
You have to understand.
That ain't how that shit works.
You gotta understand quantum physics. Boom, you don't. You gotta understand space travel. You don't. You don't understand.
Okay, you're just saying words that you know. You're not even like giving an argument. You're just saying big words that you read on the fucking dictionary.
Let's talk to Jared, man.
All right. Guy in the blue shirt. So look, I hope you took notes earlier. Do not ask the Jasons what's going on or what's up. Those are not valid questions. Do not do it.
Okay.
Proceed.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get my chops busted this week by some friends who are telling me I can't wear cargo shorts anymore. So I got to get your opinion. Are cargo shorts in or out?
Yo, man. No, here's the thing though. Not because it's a trend. The only thing worth wearing, man, in this lifetime is some blue jeans and you know, a good leather jacket. If you put your cargo shorts on under your blue jeans or over, you're fine.
Bro, don't go Superman with that shit. Like
Super Cargo Man.
Yeah, like
hey,
I've actually, believe it or not, I have seen people with like cargo shorts and then like jean legs on the bottom. It's a long story. Don't want to ask questions, but it looks really fucking dumb. So don't do that because it looks bad.
I'll tell you what looks worse though, honestly, and I'm being serious.
His face.
No, flip-flops. Don't wear them because look,
man buns. Don't do that.
I went to see a metal band one time and their bass player was wearing flip-flops and I left. I was like, no, you don't wear flip-flops and play metal. So the answer is you do whatever you want, man. Don't let them tell you what to do, right? Is that what we were saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it doesn't matter what people tell you to wear. Wear what you want to wear.
What would Ben Weasel do, man? Punch, are your friends girls? Punch him in the face. Punch one of them in the face and the other one awkwardly in the boob.
Yeah. And then if you want to feel better, have a friend that you kind of hate, like punch another dude in the face like Fat Mike. Then everybody will just get along.
He kicked him in the face.
He kicked him. He punched him.
I don't know.
Afro Man slapped that. Actually, Afro Man karate chopped that shit.
That was the most violent one.
Yeah, dude. Afro Man went hard.
That was horrible. The most violent one ever.
Yeah. Hey, Chrissy, what's up, man?
What's up? Sorry I'm late.
Hey, you're missing all the antics, man.
No, I've been driving. I've been listening. I've been tuned in.
You still missed it.
No, he heard it.
No, I was listening.
Oh.
I can't wait to play with the Jasons. I'm super stoked now.
Oh, we're terrible, but it'll be fun, man.
Oh no, I'm a video. So.
We thought they were talking about electrocuting you earlier, man.
My phone died. Like it ran out of juice and the charger wasn't working, and I had it charged for a little bit.
Yeah, but if you've ever seen a Friday the 13th movie, everybody makes those kinds of excuses, and they're just no good. They don't work. They're no good. You are still going to die.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. Death doesn't scare me.
It's like in Jaws 2. When the girl was like slipping and sliding on that silver boat and couldn't get up, and she was like, "I can't get up, and then Jaws comes and eats her.
Death would mean I escape these fleshly bonds and the bonds of this earth finally, and move on to something better.
Well, you got to make sure it's better, man. It's up to you to make sure it's better.
I'm all good.
All right.
Right. So what did I miss?
Oh man, you missed Cliff half recapping a ton of stories, like just sort of giving the details for like any number of things, and then we had a small debate on what the best CJ Ramones record was. We all agreed that Kiss is terrible, and then.
Oh no!
What, we didn't do that?
I agree.
Wait,
No.
we didn't do that?
No, we
I
did
thought it was
not.
unanimous.
I think we did,
That's
dude.
my favorite band.
I thought it was unanimous. Okay.
Mike and I were doing that on our separate YouTube show.
Yeah, we're running 2 video shows at once here, and maybe we're getting confused. So, but no, maybe that wasn't true.
And then even Striper is better than Kiss.
Oh.
I love the harmony, dude. Jason's got the harmony going on. Oh,
That was good. That was good.
I love Striper, but Kiss is the real deal, man.
Michael Sweet's got the voice, though.
He does.
Oh, dude, come on. You're telling me that Kiss has a better voice than Michael's? Come on.
Kiss in their heyday. Kiss in their heyday was a more important, more long-lasting band than Striper in their heyday.
I don't care what anyone says, man. Monster was a great album. Tommy and Eric did a good job on it. You know, they went old school. They did it all in studio together. Like, Monster is a great album. I don't care what any Kiss fan says.
What about Stay Hungry? Stay Hungry.
That's Twisted Sister.
That's a good album.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
But seriously, what about Appetite for Destruction?
One of the greatest rock and roll albums that was ever recorded.
Yeah, best Kiss record ever, right?
The songs on Monster are really super good, but the mastering and the recording is really bad. Mastering you get ear fatigue after a few songs. I had to do a lot of work on it to be able to make it so I can listen to it anytime I want to and doesn't hurt my ears. So
Wait a minute.
good.
I didn't think Cliffy, I didn't think they mastered stuff back then.
Monster is a brand new album. It's from
So,
2 years ago.
So, how many people are watching this this episode of the Absolute Awesome Show? Can you see on the thing?
17 million, and I would like to apologize to all of them. It is completely my fault that I brought the conversation back to Kiss. I know. I know that the overwhelming majority of the people watching do not want to hear us talk about that band. So I apologize.
Way better when I was the host. When you were not here and I was.
It was. Look here. Look, this is what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna go away. Boom.
Yeah.
Now we're in Alcoholics Anonymous.
Now we need more Mikey.
There has been
guys. If y'all want me to send you my my remaster of Kiss Monster, send me your email address and I'll send it over to you. You guys have iPods? It's really listenable. I made it a much better sounding record.
Last time I was on, you said you were working on mastering my stuff, and Mikey that was going to take like 20 years.
When was I mastering your stuff?
You said last time I was on, you said you were trying to master my stuff to make it listenable for yourself too, and Mikey was like, it'd take about 20 years for him to get that.
No, I did that a long time ago. No, this Kiss Monster sounds really good, guys. You'll dig it.
Cliff, let me ask you, when's the last time you bought a record and just listened to it as is and didn't mess with it?
It was a problem by that one band with the guy in it, the hair
and the red.
Probably Carnival of Schadenfreude by Screeching Weasel. I didn't do anything to that. It's just an EP, but I didn't do anything to that. Usually, if an album is really well done, I'll just make it so the song-to-song transitions are cooler. That's really all I'll do.
I just had an idea. Why don't y'all ask Ben to come on the show?
That was talked about.
Yeah, man. You're an hour or so late, man. Come on.
That's what you get for killing your phone.
Yeah. That's why you gotta have a charge. This show is all about charged iPhones, really.
Christy, you froze up. Your face looks like a fat man now.
Maybe Mike from All American Rejects. He's working with all these people now. Producing and stuff. He was working with Ben and the copyrights both.
Yeah, man. He was also in one of the worst bands of all time, if you ask me.
I love their song Paper Hearts, and Swing Swing, and Time Stands Still. Those are three excellent.
When you hear his name, does it give you hell?
I don't like that song. And Dirty Little Secret. Dirty Little Secret is also good. So I like 4 of their songs quite a bit.
Yeah, music video. The guy told me to sign it since he likes the smell of his own poop, and I thought he was talking about the band.
I have no idea what we're even talking about, honestly.
Band All American Rejects that you could put in that. If you want to say the worst band of all time, I mean, there's so much worse than.
No, did I say they were the worst?
Didn't you say?
I might have said that. Yeah, they might.
They can't possibly be as bad as Piebald.
Piebald's pretty bad. Yeah, that's true.
I've never even heard of them.
Yeah,
what about
need to have heard of them.
Smash Mouth?
When I say they're the worst, I mean the worst, but they're also tied with a lot of worsts, like the worst.
Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, that's pretty bad too. Hey, Jason's, what's your email address?
Biscuit.
DawkinsSucks@gmail.com.
Really?
They wrote a song about Freddie, man. That we don't tolerate that one.
That's really your email address?
What's that?
That's really your email address?
Yeah.
DawkinsSucks@gmail.com, really?
Yep.
That's all.
How about kisssucks@gmail.com?
That was
The
taken
line,
already.
the line for that address is around the block, dude. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna get that
You're
address
gonna get
anytime
Kiss
soon.
Sucks 84.
That's a good reference. Look it up.
No, but Christy, to answer your question about why we don't have all these people on the show, like why we don't have this guy or that guy, mostly because at some point in the last 12 episodes, we've like totally talked so much trash about these people that they're never going to come on our show.
Cliffy has.
We've
Cliffy has.
dogged like a half a dozen people or more in this show alone. So.
Yeah,
That's
we're
all
probably
Cliff,
gonna get a lot of hate mail after this.
Ben loves playing the heel. He'd love to come on the show, I'll bet.
We would love it, yeah.
He likes talking more than Cliffy does.
I like talking.
Well, about Kiss, but
I bet Ben would probably do it if we didn't like open it up to the public, you know.
as long as he let him slag off Vapid and the other guy that he keeps tweeting about.
Who's he tweeting about now?
Oh, he's tweeting about how they lied about quitting the band for moral reasons.
Oh man.
Really?
He tweets about it every day.
Whatever
let's
Ben Weasel says is true.
talk about Sunday. So Sunday, how much is it to get in?
$15 at the door, $10 if you buy it right now.
$35. That's
I heard it was
$6.
$6. I heard $6 somewhere.
That's next year.
$13.
My question is Tyler and Jared coming?
All right.
Excuses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was thinking the
bullshit.
same thing.
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
Kill him. Kill him. Done.
Brian and I have already talked about this. Brian and I have already talked about this. We talked about this at the Social D show. I'm going to definitely try to make it out. I just got a promotion at work.
Oh, yeah. You told me that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I just got
man.
a promotion.
Too many chair shots to the head.
So I might. There's a small chance I won't be able to make it. I planned on going, but just because I just got a promotion, I may not be able to make it. I will try to. I will definitely make it at the September show if I miss the one on Sunday.
It's an early show. It's early on a Sunday. It's like you can even be home to get plenty of sleep for work the next day because it's going to end early.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been trying to argue, but my boss is kind of a dick.
Speaking of the September show, I'm going to take care of Frank. Frank's going to be my guest.
Oh, sweet.
So
Thanks,
you're good.
dude.
You're good.
I appreciate that,
For
man.
driving down, but you got to hang out with us because I just want to talk to you because I love the accent so much.
Definitely, I'll say what's up.
Yeah, you just got to
He doesn't like to hang out with people.
just hang out in the backstage area with us.
Yeah, also Chris is super, super gay. You see that rainbow hat he's wearing? Like just
Coffee. Backstage.
yeah, backstage. With
Coffee.
There you go.
Hey, you gotta be careful making fun of people with rainbows. I did that and I got kicked off of Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, wait, are you not gay, Chris? Was I
Well,
wrong?
Josh is a notorious homophobe, so
Yeah.
I just
saw that. I
call
got that.
people out where they are. You know, if you're gay, I'd say that you're, Chris,
it's
you're
2015. It's 2015, Josh.
It's okay.
It's 2015, brother.
Hey, I'm coming to the show. I got my plane ticket right here.
2015, so everyone gets offended. That's what that means.
Plane ticket.
That's what I like to see, man.
Yeah, I'm flying from Louisville to Baltimore tomorrow night, and then I'm flying out 10 o'clock out of Baltimore back to Louisville. So
Jeez.
Awesome, dude.
We got to be good on
That's
Sunday.
awesome,
I'm
man.
gonna see you at the airport.
We'll be good.
The next day.
cool.
Yeah, we got to be good.
Now, you do realize that the Jasons are playing this show, so there is a slight chance that you're not going to be flying home at 10 o'clock that night, right? I mean, I would maybe at least make some general preparations for the fact that you may not make it back.
Okay.
If someone else tried to return your ticket, would they get the money? Does it?
Hey, I think this is the first show since we started that we got zero Q&A questions the entire episode.
That's because everybody that's watching is currently in the room.
That guy asked what's up.
He said that guy asked what's up.
and I think the other two Jasons went out and found everyone else that was watching the show and just killed them and just said, you're done. You're not watching anymore.
What are the other Jasons?
Don't you find it a little weird?
Well, did you ask the other two Jason's names? Jason Remake, a.k.a. Hollywood, and then Jason Hell.
Okay, cool.
We had Jason X on drums, our old drummer, but he got sent out of space.
What's the bassist? What's the bass player's name?
3D.
Jason.
I think that's the best one, 3D.
Oh, I thought you said VD.
No.
I like that better.
That's really what I thought they said. Jason VD.
Yeah, that's what we go by.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Cliff.
All right, thanks, man.
Oh, man. Is it Sunday yet, man? This is going to be awesome.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. I think I got some more Miami Vice episodes I got to catch up on.
That sucks.
He said that sucks. Awesome, buddy. Look, take care of yourself, man. I'll see you Sunday. I'm looking forward to it.
CBD. I will be at the airport for you, man.
Awesome, dude. I look forward to coming back on this show when I have something worthwhile to talk about.
And a charged phone.
Yeah.
And a charged phone.
Maybe on a computer next time. I don't know. Maybe when we expand the conversation beyond Kiss.
Oh, see? Okay.
I'm perfectly fine with talking about Kiss all night.
Hey, Chris, real quick, man.
Every day.
No, but Chrissy, did you ever answer my question about Super Spaz?
What about it?
I mean, am I coming to the show Sunday, or am I not coming to the show?
You're coming to the show.
Okay.
You're coming to the show, but you might end up getting put in the sharpshooter. I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds a little gay.
Are me and Brian the only wrestling fans on this program?
Mike is too.
I used to watch.
I know what the sharpshooter is. I'm fully aware.
Is it sharp? Like machete sharp?
That was the worst joke ever, man. What are you talking about? You called me out on some bullshit.
Hey, it made them laugh. Yours joke didn't make nobody
Yo,
laugh.
my joke was too complex, man.
That's because your joke didn't make no fucking
I
sense. You're dumb.
have highbrow humor, and you're toilet humor, man.
You're unibrow humor. That's what you are.
Whatever, man.
I can't wait to see the Jasons live. That's what I gotta say. This just made discovering this who they are just made the show Sunday that much better.
I think we should all be like this for the whole episode. Hey. How's it going, guys? Wait a minute. Let me get it right. I gotta get it right. Hold on. I still can't get it right. How's that?
Oh gosh.
I love you, dude. You know that.
More Mike.
I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
See you, Christy.
All right, man. Take care, bud.
See you, bud.
Hey, Jason's. I just sent you an email.
Fuck off.
We're keeping an eye out.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Service is
That was
not
the real email address, though, dude.
Yeah, docandsucks@gmail.com. That's not hard to remember.
Now, when you guys say you're keeping an eye out, is that like Jason VD's stink eye?
He called you Jason VD.
No, you're Jason VD.
Nah.
No.
Yeah, you're the V.
Cliffy called me out on wearing makeup last time I was on the program. He was like, "Are you wearing eye makeup?" And I was like, "Well, wait a minute. Did you wear eye makeup in the Stivs?" Is my question.
I did.
Right.
I wore lots of makeup in the Stivs, man. We all did.
I thought so.
That was a good band. By the time we made that record with Jack and Dino, that's a great album. I'm very proud of that album.
I like that album. I like the reaction even more, though.
Well,
That
yeah,
was-
you like the subject matter better. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, that Stivs record, the Sweet Heartache and the Satisfaction, that's one of those things where we're not biting on anyone else. I'm not like, it's just its own special sound that is just unique, and it was kind of like, for me, it was my lightning in a bottle album. Just we were a cool band by that point, and I'm just real proud of that. We were guys that didn't know what we were doing, but it came together real cool.
Yeah, it's a cool album. I dig that album.
Is that the CD that you coincidentally bought in Huntington?
Yeah, we went to Huntington, West Virginia, and I found that CD there, and I was
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's the Sweet Heartache and the Satisfaction? Is the cover like a rose?
Oh
no. It was
No, it's actually the Stivs. It's a black and white-ish cover, like, of the band.
I don't know what that is.
I will send you a photo of it somehow. I'll bring it.
Maybe it's a bootleg.
Maybe it is a bootleg.
I don't know. If it's like a cartoon kind of a picture, that's a horrible album, and that's just awful.
It's an actual photo of the band, and everybody's standing there. It's kind of.
Oh wait, is that a 7-inch? That's
No,
that's a CD.
Yep.
What the heck?
Are we talking about the right band?
The Stivs, right? We're talking about the Stivs.
STIVS, right?
Yeah, man. We're bringing the movement, and
that's
we're going
right.
to the top. Yeah, man. I've got like a whole CD that you don't even know exists. I think.
I think that I'm vaguely remembering that is what it looked like, man. How do you not know this?
The first record, right?
No, the Stivs record. We got the Reaction, which was just the Reaction logo, and then there's
the Stivs, man. You did another version. You did like a remastered version later with the heart on it or something, right? So,
This is totally different than both of those. It's got like I think a red or pink logo, and it's got a photo of the band, but it's black and white.
It's like the same photo that every Ramones core band takes.
No, it's like everyone's clustered.
Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's the first one. The Beat Is Loose.
No, the Beat Is Loose is a horrible one. The Beat Is Loose Revisited is cool, but the actual The Beat Is Loose, the real thing, that was just terrible.
That's the album cover you're describing.
Okay. Well, that's awful. That is just dreadfully, disgustingly horrible, awful. Just awful, awful, awful. You guys need to get the record we made with Jack and Dino, who is the guy that worked with Nirvana and a lot of those, Mudhoney and a lot of those bands. We did an album with him. It's called Sweet Heartache and the Satisfaction, and that's the real deal. That's a great album.
I need to find out.
I understand. Yeah, no, it's good. It's easy to get.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're like this show was supposed to be originally an hour and a half long, and every week we make it longer and longer and longer, which is not a bad thing necessarily, but we should close it down. The Jason's it's hard work killing people. They gotta get some.
Man, it's getting too cold. Campers are all going home, and
yeah, man.
We got.
Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna call these people that are like already in bed? I mean, it's just not even a challenge anymore.
Well, I mean, Mom killed Kevin Bacon in bed, so
yeah,
we do what we can.
Whatever.
Yeah, we don't have a.
We're looking forward to Sunday for sure.
Yeah, very much.
Yes.
Sunday.
Ryan, thanks a lot for helping making it happen. Appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us be your fifth choice to be the replacement band.
When I see Brian's like cherub face, like that face, I think of Make a Wish for the Punk Rock Foundation is what he does for me.
Well, this you're welcome, man. But this is the thing. I mean, I don't want the Huntingtons to get bent out over this, but the Jasons are my new favorite band, and I don't even care if your music sucks because you guys are hilarious. And if I would have known that you guys were so hilarious, you would have been my first pick a long time ago. So I didn't have to deal with all that.
You would at least got the gig before the Vomit guys.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Hey man, you got Hot Tub Vomit. What?
I don't know.
Something. At least they haven't backed out on you though, like
No.
the other band did.
I can't wait.
So like.
Nah, dude, I'm pretty scared, man. To be honest, like I think I've asked them like 3 times if they wanted to bail because I heard that the drummer is gonna fight the guitar player / singer for some reason.
So you're more scared of a band that doesn't play music than you are of a band that carries machetes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Well, maybe we could be friends. I mean, maybe I can hook you up with some people to kill or something like that.
That would
Instead of me, spare my life.
Well, I mean,
my wife just said, do not spare my life.
We come and watch the movie and then
or
kill
pizza.
that.
Pizza's a good way.
Yeah, pizza. We are depending on you, Brian. You're the promoter. Free pizza. That's like our thing, man.
Listen, do you wanna tell these guys to kill me? Yes.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I think she really does.
She wants me dead, dude. I'm serious.
Shut up.
She said, I want you to shut the fuck up and watching Lifetime.
Well, tell her to get a better channel to watch.
All right, guys. Well, for now, we're gonna at least stop broadcasting live. But thanks everybody for joining us tonight.
And you all heard him say that Kiss was the best band ever before, right?
We did hear that. Somebody said that. It wasn't me.
That's right. Check your email, guys. It's waiting for you.
I tend not to. I try not to lie as much as I can, so I probably wouldn't have said that. But yes, we will see you guys on Sunday. Thanks a bunch for watching, and yeah, thanks guys. Talk to you soon.